All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope you guys you invite your friends and share the link with your friends in Facebook, Twitter, and you can feel free to do that during the broadcast anytime you wish, because that will help us to get more audience and maybe more Muslims to come and join us in the conversation. Today is going. I'm going to speak about a website which is speaking about 30 facts in Islam. And I encourage Muslims to call me anytime they wish, as I said, and maybe they can prove us, or they can prove to us any of those facts is mentioned in their website. I always, find it kind of very weird and very funny how Muslims speak about facts when Islam is not a religion of any facts, except Islam, as an example, a religion who consider women as a second, third-hand citizen, a sexual object, based on Islam is a religion based on fantasy and sexual fantasy. Nothing fact about it. Everything is fiction, and the promise of heaven is fiction. Is about a God who want to satisfy your sexual needs, and this God who is busy trying to make you having the amazing sexual desire you are dreaming of, but you cannot find it in your day, in your present life. So he promised you something you will have in a future, and that the future supposedly is heaven. So I find it very weird and very strange when a Muslim speak about about heaven and about facts, about many things we will see in this website. How much truth we can find in those Islamic websites? This is the question. So please, if you are a Muslim and you like to call me, my Skype is on, and I will take only calls from Muslims, no Christians, please. Only Muslims can call us for now, at least. So if you are a Muslim and you think you can make it, now I know that many of you thought I'm not going to do broadcast today because I was doing proofreading. Actually, I just finished, but I don't mind to make a broadcast for some time. So 30 facts about Islam. How truthful this statement is. Let us see together. This is the Muslim website. Number one, Islam means surrender or submission to Islam, which means peace. This is absolutely false, because you see, right away you can get the Muslims angry from saying the truth to them. How Islam mean peace, and your prophet, he said, I've been victorious by terror? How Islam mean peace, and Muhammad said, Allah gave me my worth by the shadow of my arrow? I mean, where is the peace when a prophet himself, he says, I never been victorious except by terror, by the way of terror? So this is the first lie the Muslim they try to keep saying to us, that Islam mean peace. Islam is a word in Arabic, is the opposite from salam. Salam mean peace. Islam is not salam. Islam is the opposite, which means surrender. And actually they themselves, they mentioned the word surrender, and you will not be killed. So look how they make it totally the opposite. From a person saying to you, surrender or I kill you, suddenly it means peace. It is totally the opposite. And we can show you the proofs and the reference from the Quran. We will wait a little bit, maybe a Muslim, he will call us and he will challenge us to show the proofs and the reference from the Quran. Nothing will speak about is from our own. So this is number one lie. Number two, Muslim means anyone or anything that surrender itself to the true will of God. Okay, what is the will of God? You surrender yourself willingly or against your will. Islam believe that you have to surrender, otherwise we will kill you. You know, the Muslims, when they try to present to us their cult, they will not tell us the whole story. Why they don't quote for us what their religion teach? And if they quote things have nothing to do with the topic. Here, this is the peaceful Islam, and this is how you surrender, and this is their book, and this is their scholars, and this is their prophet, and this is their companions, and this is their belief, and this is their print, and this is their publishing, and I have nothing to do with it. You are the best of people ever raised for the benefit of mankind. The word benefit, by the way, is between two brackets. It's not even in the Quran. This is a verse from the Quran, chapter 3, verse 110. How do Muslims understand this verse? Those who speak about Islam is mean peace, surrender in the meaning of peace. Islam mean people who they are peaceful. Islam mean you surrender to Allah. You surrender to Allah. You know, you surrender to Allah. That's are you surrendering willingly or you are forced to surrender? What does that mean? Here, this is statement, this is short sentence, expose everything the Muslim tried to present to us to be absolutely false. The best for mankind are those who bring them with the chains around their necks till they embrace Islam. That is Islam, my friend. Islam nothing but an ugly, violent cult. Promote violence as a way to enforce itself on others. It's a gang, you know, we gang. And this is why the Muslim, they keep talking about their big number. You know, they try to scare you. You know, do you know how big we are? You know, but thanks God, they are big by number, but they are small by power. Otherwise, they will destroy the whole earth. If the Muslims are the people who have the power of America, the earth is gone. If the Muslims have the power of Russia, the earth is gone. The only reason until now you are safe and secure in your country, if you are safe, because Islam is coming to you from every door, terrorism, immigration, etc. And terrorists, they are driving over your door, even when you are home. You sit in a coffee shop, they go over you, they run you by their cars. So the Islamic peaceful religion is the only religion today, if we can say, and you can do your own search, causing the death of the biggest number of a human being in every country in the world. If we go and study how many people get killed just last year in Europe because of Islam, how many get killed because of Christianity, how many get killed because of atheists, how many get killed by the Hindus, how many killed by the Buddhas, then you will find that the only cult which is causing death and hatred is the cult of Islam. How many people get killed in India? How many people get killed in Russia? How many people get anywhere you wish? Just go and search. So they try always to present for us things we can debunk it in less than half minute from their own books. This is what Islam is about. Who are those who carry the sign says behead those who insult the prophet? Who is the one who attacked the cartoon maker and they slaughter them like goats in the name of Allah? And why the Muslim did not strike by millions against this? Because they approve it, they believe in it, they like it, they praise those. The one who did that is a hero. So we will not let people lie to us, and don't let them lie to you. Lying is a very wide practice between Muslims, because for them, in case you do not know, it is lawful for a Muslim to lie to someone as long the purpose is good, supposedly. And what is the good in that? Is to make you believe in Islam. That is a good purpose. This is how they see it. And you see the lying purpose now, because now we cannot force you by the chain. We don't have the power to bring you as a slave. So now we don't have a choice except lying. But in the old days, the Muslims do not need to lie. They say to you, this is what Islam is about. Aslim taslam. And Muhammad, he said all over the hadith. Convert to Islam, you will be saved. Otherwise, we will kill you. So in the beginning of Islam, no Muslims need to lie and say to you, Islam means peace. That's a garbage. Nobody will say that. But this is something they do today because they are not the superpower. When they are a big, huge army and you are a weak nation, they come to you and they put the chain around your neck. And this is what they did even in Europe. They took more than half of Europe. Where is the peaceful Islam? So, my friend, God gave you a brain, use it. Use it or lose it. So if we go back to the Muslim website to see how much really truthful they are in what they say, we will find there's no truth in that. Everything they mention in that website is absolutely a lie. And here you ask yourself a very simple question: why they lie? The answer is very easy. We cannot bring you in the chain around your neck. So now we have one way to go, is lying to you so we can convert you. There's a video on YouTube about a Muslim sheikh speaking about a good, amazing brother. He have a neighbor who is a Jew. By the way, I believe all those stories Muslim they mention in their TV stations are fictions. They lie. You know, I receive a call, I debated a Christian, I debated a Jew, blah blah blah. So this guy, he have a neighbor supposedly who is a Jew. Okay. And this neighbor who is a Jew, the Muslim keeps saying to him, why you don't convert to Islam? The guy, he says, you know, there's things I don't like about Islam. As an example, I like to drink. So the guy, he said to him, who told you you cannot drink? You can. You can. He said, really, I can? He said, yeah, you can. Who told you you cannot? Drink as much as you wish. Now say Shahada. So the guy, he said, okay, well, if I can drink and I can, well, I will say Shahada, why not? Okay, so now he said Shahada. After he said Shahada, according to the story from the Sheikh, it's in YouTube. I can even find it for you. The guy, he said, after, and now the brother, after he made this guy convert to Islam and he said Shahada, after he finished taking the Shahada, he said to him, listen, now you became a Muslim. So from now on, if you drink alcohol, we will whip you. The Jewish guy, he said, but you told me I can't drink. He said, yeah, I was talking about now, not later. And the sheikh, he is praising this guy because he saved this Jew from going to hellfire, my friend. I mean, look at this, so beautiful. So that he is praising such an action because this guy, yes, he's a liar, but he made him convert to Islam, and now the guy, he cannot leave Islam, and he said to him, now you became a Muslim, you cannot drink, otherwise we will rip you. You cannot leave Islam, otherwise we will kill you. That is Islam, my friend. So don't make them fool you. This is a cult, whatever the word mean, and it is violent, it is satanic, and I challenge any Muslim to call me and to prove you wrong, that Islam is not a satanic religion. Everything about this cult is satanic. Not a single statement in this cult is not satanic. And we are here to challenge the Muslims to prove what we say. If you are a Muslim, you wish to call me, please feel free. I would be happy to have you live, and people will listen to you, and you can prove me wrong. I mean, who's holding you? Who's holding you? Please, guys, share the YouTube with your friends. There's a Abdul in the chat called Hassan. Okay, he want to ring him in Skype. He says his name is Hassan. I don't know how to come find. Do you know how many people I have in my Skype, my friend Hassan? I mean, how in the world I'm going to find you? I don't know. Do you know how many Hassan I have too? So you have to give me a ring. At least text me and I will call you. All right? Yeah, I have hundreds of people on my Skype. Every day I open my Skype, I found like 20, 50 people adding me. I don't know how to add them. I don't add everybody, you know. So you have to at least send me a text, send me a PM, private message, and I can ring you back. But you can call me right away. There's no number. Skype is not a number. Just search for Debate TV. Debate TV, one word. There's no email. What email? No email. I don't use email. I don't email people. I don't receive email from people. I don't want that. I receive email sometime, but I don't really, I cannot read them. I have to, I open my email, I get scared. I mean, it's endless. And most of the questions, sometimes it's funny. Where do you live? What do you do? You know. So search for Debate TV in Skype, and you will find it says like Debate TV from Saudi Arabia, etc. Add me. And I do not need to add you, just call me. You know, you can just add me so you can call. All right. Any Muslim would like to call, please feel free. I would like to hear you. And I am not against you as a person. I'm against the cult of Islam, not you as a human being. For me, my Lord the Messiah, he ordered me to love everybody. So I don't hate you. We've been ordered to love you and to help you. If I see a Muslim in the street and he is injured, I will be so happy to help him. If he is homeless, to do the best to help this person. If he's hungry, I will feed him. I will do my best, for this is what Christ is about. So this is not against you as a person, or you because your name is Muhammad or your name is Khalid. This is not the issue. We are debating the religion, not you and me. You and me is not in the course of debate. All right. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hey, Mr. Hassan. How are you doing?
Doing good, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Can you please mute YouTube just to be sure there's no echo?
No, I've just done it right now. Don't worry.
All right.
I can hear you. That's the main thing. Do you mind asking you one thing? I came across one of your streams that was about a month ago. In regards to the Syrian episode with Turkey.
And
just wanted to get
Syrian what? Syrian what? Sorry.
It's with a single S, by the way, guys. It's Hassan, Hassan. I'm just looking at the screen as well. You had a program, a stream that you had done on your, I believe it's Christian Prince or something like that. It's the other, not Christian Prince, it's the other one, Arabian.
Yeah, this is me.
Prophet.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, okay. So.
Yeah. You had a thing on there, and you said that you had an issue with Syria, the Afrin region. Do you remember that one? It was about a month ago, and you did another stream a month prior to that as well.
Yeah, tell me what your question. Don't worry about what I said. Just tell me what your question. What's your question?
No, what I was wondering is, do you still believe what Turkey's done there is wrong?
You see, Turkey is an aggressive country, and it has a history of aggression all the way. And the Turkish, they always take advantage of a small, tiny countries around them. This is what they did to Cyprus. This is what they did to the Arab when they are weak. This is what they did to the Kurdish, and this is what they do to the Alawi. They always, do genocide against the minority. It doesn't matter who they are, and they take advantage of them. And if they can even take their women as slaves, they do that. So Turkey never changed and will never change. And this Erdogan is trying just to re-embrace the old way of the Turkish in the time of the Ottoman Empire, and trying to invade others and using the Kurdish as an excuse to attack Syria. Otherwise, the Kurdish, they never attack him there. Those are forces. They were fighting ISIS. They never attacked not even once. Yes, I'm very sure. You see, there's two parties. There's the Kurdistan Party, Al Ummal, which is in Turkey.
Can I just ask a favor from you?
Sure.
Pretty please. Okay. With a good debate, it's always nice just to allow the other person.
Yeah, you asked me, I was answering you. I asked you. You asked me, I was answering you. Yeah.
I will always go quiet when you talk because I'm quite a respectful kind of guy, to understand me, and I think it makes it more of a pleasant experience for the listeners as well.
Okay.
Having two people talk over each other, it's like school ground tactics. What I want to know is just pretty simply, every country, and I sincerely mean every country that is on the atlas today, literally every single country that I know, with the exception of a very few, and there tend to be very small colonies that, it's not worth invading, so to speak, has had some form of genocide, some form of slavery, some form of atrocities some form of disgusting history that they wish to.
Is the history of Turkey today is better than yesterday?
To be honest with you, look, I'm not the biggest fan of Erdogan. I really am not.
I'm not asking you a question. I'm not talking about Erdogan, you know, because when the Turkish people they vote for him, when the Turkish people vote for him, if this is democracy and they are the one who vote for him, this is the Turkish, not Erdogan no more. Because if I vote for Trump, you know, if I am the vote for Trump, then I choose Trump. That's it. So now I'm asking you, is Turkey today is better than the Ottoman Empire before? This guy, he put tens of thousands of school teachers in jail, judges, even the post office man, he put him in jail. He you know, he released a lot of soldiers from the army. Every day we hear in news about capturing, releasing, capturing. It's endless. He is using the cube against him as a way to control the country and destroy anyone he is, you know, he don't agree with him. And he is using, supposedly, that he is using law. But the fact, this guy is a dictator, and the Turkish people, and I'm assuming that you are a Turkish people, man, you you know, you voted for him, and he's a dictator, so you choose a dictator. Now, I don't care really what he do inside his country. Now let us talk about your country invading Syria. All of us, we knew that all the fighters of ISIS came through Turkey. Do you agree?
Yes.
So okay, how Turkey is an alien of the NATO, and they are part of the NATO, and they make speeches supposedly they are against ISIS, but you just said yes, it is Turkey who allowed ISIS fighters to come. That's mean Erdogan and his government, they are ISIS too. So it's a terrorist government.
As the CIA is, as the MI5 is.
No. You see, no. Hold on. Don't mix things. Don't mix things. Don't mix things, my friend. Don't mix things.
No, it's not mixing
we have a
things.
government. We have a government
I'm
here.
show you on this.
No, we have a government. The CIA, they can do a secret operation. It's against even the law, and they are even against what the government you want. But I'm talking about a government, a president. You know. He stole all the manufacture of Aleppo, all the cars, all the clothes, all the jewelries went to Turkey. You know how much, all the oil, and he is the one who was exchanging. He was exchanging oil and gas with ISIS, and this is why actually he is supporting, one of the reasons, with the goods of Turkey. So this man is an ISIS provider, funder, supporter. And your government is an ISIS government, and you are the one who said yes, ISIS came through Turkey. Why he allowed them then? Give me a reason why he allowed them.
And they also went through loads of other people. That Turkey is mainly a main gate to go through.
Okay, the main gate is more important than other one. The main gate is the most important.
Mr. Prince, look, please. Look, I understand this is your show, and I'm being very respectful here, but the one thing, as I said, it's quite common practice just to allow the other side to talk. Now, if you want to just keep rambling on,
I'm not rambling, my friend. Don't insult me. I'm not insulting you. I'm telling you a fact.
No,
and a person who opened door. I'm not here just to talk, and you talk for it's. You can talk. You can you can talk in the same time. No problem. People, they can hear us.
Look,
no, listen. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste your time and my time. Now, you said that Turkey opened the gate for ISIS. Can you give me a reason? Okay, can you give me a reason? Can you give me a legitimate reason for you as Turkish people to allow ISIS to get in? Can you give me a reason?
No, listen, we are not invading Syria.
You are invading Syria. You are invading Syria. What does that mean? You know, you send tens of thousands of soldiers inside Syria, and this is not invading Syria. So what is that?
Very good. Mr. Prince, if we wish to invade a country, we will not. I can tell you this right now. I know a lot about Turkish history, and the one thing that we do, if we're going to invade the place, we will flatten it. Ground level. You
don't have the power to flatten it. You don't have the power to flatten it. That is not true. That is not true. Turkey. Listen, Turkey is a very weak country. Turkey is a very weak country. You cannot flatten anything. You are surrounded by enemy. Listen. You are talking to yourself now. Let me tell you your size, my friend. You don't dare to invade areas which is controlled by the Syrian government, because that will make the Iranian flatten you. You are surrounded by the Russian, the Iranian, the Armenian, and the Syrian. All of them, they are your enemies. So you can flatten who? They will flatten you before even you think about it. What are you talking about? Turkey is a bankrupt country. Number one business in Turkey is a prostitution, not making cars. Don't tell me about Turkey, and don't tell me we flatten. You cannot. You are no one. Who are you to flatten anyone? Here we go, flatten. Let us see what you can do. So what you speak about the flatten is just showing me an image of a Turkish person who hate everybody. He think he is an empire, and everybody around him is a cockroach. So look what he said. If we want to invade the country, we will flatten the country. That is a fascist statement. You cannot flatten because the other areas is controlled by the Russian. And your President Erdogan is nothing but a puppy right now for the Russian, kissing their ass and their shoe. Do he dare? Do he dare? Even the Kurdish area, he was allowed to enter because Putin, he said, go. Now talk.
What country is not kissing America's ass?
All of you, America, Turkey is number one. Turkey is number one. Turkey is number one. Kiss the American ass. Your loan, your mortgage, your money, all of it is coming from America. This is the truth. And when Turkey went bankruptcy after the earthquake, it was America and the only country give you money. So don't tell me. And who is the one who kissed the ass of European?
Turkey is the only country that's not gone through a recession.
My friend, can you tell me how much your salary? Can you tell me how much your salary is? Can you tell me how much your salary in Turkey is?
My brother, it equates to what the living there is.
My friend, listen, no, you have no idea.
I'll give you an example. If you get £800,
I don't know. Anyway, you are changing my topic. This is not my topic. Just go. You know?
Look.
That's it. I don't. You know, we have a topic about Islam right now. I don't care really for Turkey. Your Turkish country is bankrupt, and your Erdogan is going to take all of you to hell. That's exactly what's happening. Your currency is dying. It's the fastest dying currency in the globe. You see, the currency of Syria after 7 years of war is 10 times better than the currency of Turkey. Go and see. Go and see what happened to the Turkey. The Turkey currency is equal to toilet paper today. So you invade who? The invasion they did actually in the Kurdish area is not for the sake of the Kurdish, it's just for the sake of the oil. In that area, this guy, he hope he can go and control the oil field again, because now after they kicked ISIS, he don't have oil for free. So now he tried to take over it, but the American did not allow him, and he cannot invade the Russian area. He is so small, so tiny, like a cockroach to go over any and step at the foot of anyone. Do Erdogan dare really to attack the American? Do he dare to attack the Russian? When the Turkish by mistake they shot an airplane, Russian airplane, they kissed the ass of Putin to forgive them. They paid for the airplane, they paid their family, they opened their borders for the Russian product, and they signed an agreement with tons of millions of dollars to buy missiles from Russia, which they don't even need because they are protected by the NATO. It was a bribe to Putin, so just please don't do anything to us. And now Putin is controlling all of Syria, and Erdogan don't dare to say anything. Putin is bombing his friend everywhere. Do Erdogan dare? Erdogan, he claimed that he is the one who present the Islamic people, but do he dare to protect them? Do he dare to attack Russia for bombing the Muslims in Syria? You don't even talk about it. You don't even dare to fart. This is the truth. So don't waste your time. Erdogan is the best thing happening to Turkey, I'm telling you. And the way I'm seeing it, that because that will make Turkey divided. I don't want this country to be aggressive, ugly country no more. We are sick of that. And Erdogan is going to destroy Turkey as the country as we know it is going to be divided very soon. He put his nose in many bad, dirty issues. This guy, because of his stupidity, he made himself an enemy to the Saudi, an enemy to the Emirati, an enemy to the Bahraini, an enemy to the Kuwaiti, an enemy to Oman, an enemy to everybody. And don't forget, an enemy to Assad, and the Assad is the baby of the Iranian. And don't forget the Russian too. So now he have no friends. He's an enemy to America. He's an enemy to Europe. He's an enemy to everybody. This is the most stupid president ever you have in your history. The problem with this man, he think he's so big when the fact he is a balloon. All what Trump he need is just a little needle in his ass and he will make him fart all the gas he have. What Turkey is about? Who is Turkey? Who is Turkey? It's a bankrupt country. You see, even when you want to go in war, you have to have money. War is money. You cannot go in war and you are bankrupt. It's not just about numbers. When Erdogan used to make a speech about invading and freeing Jerusalem, you want to free Jerusalem, you want to fool who? Do you dare? You are buying their oil. You are buying the gas of the Israeli. As we speak, there's hundreds of Israeli soldiers training the Turkish army. And you want to invade Israel? What a hypocrite liar. So he make a speech in front of those stupid Abdul, speaking about himself. I saw a dream. I saw a dream of myself in Jerusalem. And the voice of a river was calling me from underneath. Like, you know, when the Muslim they hear this, oh, this is going to be the caliphate, he will free Jerusalem. This guy is a potato. Jerusalem is just across the border from you. Why he is attacking the Kurdish, but he would want to throw Jerusalem as long he make a speech about it? Because he's a potato. This is the truth. This is the truth. Now I understand you are a Turkish, you are trying to defend your country, no problem, but you're changing my topic. I'm talking about Islam. However, Turkey is not even a Muslim country. Go to Turkey and see what you will see. Where is Islam in Islamic country? Where is Islam in Turkey? This guy, he keeps speaking about Islam, but if you go in Turkey, you will not find Islam. You know the problem, most of those Muslims, they don't see farther than their finger. This is the truth. All Islamic countries is like little cats attaching themselves to a big guy. So Iran, Syria, etc., they are holding the feet of Putin. Turkey is holding the feet of a Trump, and they keep saying to him, how, and then Trump, he looked down. Supposedly they are barking, but the second he looked down, they are silent and it's so quiet. Can you do something to the American? Here we go, they are challenging you, they are in members saying to you, come to us. How many speech this Erdogan he said that I'm going to take members? Go take it. Who is holding you? Go. You don't dare. He attack only weak people. Afrin is a village, have a couple of hundreds of fighters from the villagers who live there. 100 million country population attacking a village. What a shame. What a shame. And took him more than 3 months to take it. And you know, he said, if we want to invade a place, we flatten the place. We'll try. You don't dare to do it. I know you can flatten a village. It's a village. It's a village. I mean, what a hero to flatten a village. You flattened the Armenian before, right? When they were weak, and you killed 1.5 million of them. We know that you are capable of crimes. We know what kind of mentality you have. But you are not powerful to do so no more, because you are not alone in this earth, and they will eat you alive. You see, Erdogan, he announced from the first day in the war in Syria that he is against the Assad. He will take the Assad. He opened the door for the fighter, but the coward, he will not invade. He was sending ISIS and Al-Qaeda fighters, so he thought they will do the job, which he don't dare to do, because if he invades Syria, Iran will invade him, and he is no match in any way with Iran. He don't dare to do so. So what he do? He used the stupid Abdul from Al-Qaeda, from ISIS. He partnered with them, with the Prince of Qatar. The Prince of Qatar, he give the fund. Turkey is the gate, is the highway, and they open the door for every scumbag terrorist in the world to come. And the president of Turkey is against ISIS, and the CIA is the one who made ISIS, but he is the one who let them go inside his gate. I mean, who is the coward here, and who is the one who worked for the CIA? If this is true, if the CIA, that's mean you work for the CIA yourself, and you are a puppy of the CIA. The truth is so clear. However, Turkey today is in the stage of collapse. This guy, because of his stupidity, he left no friends for him. Who is the friend of Turkey? Nobody. And in order just to survive, he is bribing the Russian just to leave him alone. So he bought from them the S-400. Why he need the S-400? What is going to do with it? Everybody knows that Turkey is part of the NATO, and you do not need those missiles. For if you attack the Turkey, you attack the NATO. So why he's buying it? It's a bribe. It's a bribe by a money he don't have. He borrowed it from Qatar. You see? The same as Qatar. You know, see, there's the Muslim Brotherhood. Turkey is a Muslim Brotherhood government. Qatar is a Muslim Brotherhood prince. All of them, they have one strategy, is to be a cat next to the dog, to be a rat next to the cat, to be a mosquito next to the cockroach. All right? We know the agenda, and we know the stupidity of those countries. And look at them. The Prince of Qatar, he have a Jazeera TV who speak about Islam, and he speak about the Assad bringing Iranian to Syria, but he have the biggest base of kuffar American Christian like me. They have the biggest base on Qatar. Erdogan, who make big speeches, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Allahu Akbar, he have huge bases of American in his country. Isn't it the Quran says, and the one who take them as a friend or protector is one of them? So in the street, he is a Muslim president. In the back door, he is the puppet of the NATO. That is the truth. Now we go back to our topic. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? And this is what they do, by the way. Bribe is the way to live. So Trump, he just went in the White House, in front of the White House, he said Qatar is sponsoring terrorism. What happened? 3 days after, the Prince of Qatar come to USA, and he signed an agreement to buy 32 airplane, 100 missile, whatever, blah 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 blah, just to spend money. It's a bribe. And I will not be surprised if this order never been delivered, which means it's just a pure bribe to the US government. All the electricity, the water, all the service, which means anything regarding the base of USA, is paid by the Qatari government. You believe it? How much America is saving money? Not only they give them a base, their electricity is for free, their water is for free, their garbage collected for free, the street of the base are cleaned for free. All of this is paid by the Qatar. I mean, what more you want? Because they are desperate. Please stay, because if you leave the Saudi, they will eat us. So look what happened because of the stupidity of the president of Turkey and the stupidity of the Muslim Brotherhood. Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Emirat, Oman against Turkey and Qatar. The stupid Turkish president, he sent like 300, 500 soldiers to Qatar. Supposedly that will stop the Saudi from invading, which is funny because nothing will stop them from invading except the American. What the 300 soldiers can do. And the second you invade as a Turkish, they invade Saudi, all the Muslim Sunni, they will take the Saudi side over your side for a very simple reason: the money. And they have the Muslim Sunni sheikhs who to sponsor the jihad against the Turkish. So the balance is not the side of Turkey in anything they want to do. They are surrounded by enemy from in. There is more than 23 to 24 millions who they are not in favor to be part of the Turkish state, who they are Kurdish. Add to that the Alawi, add to that other minority. So Turkey is going to collapse. It's just a matter of time. Maybe there come an earthquake. because this country is the country of a huge mega earthquake. The last mega earthquake happened, Turkey almost is gone. It was America who saved Turkey. They are the one who jump and give them the money. They did the same as they did to the German before. They made a Marshall. Anyway, let us go back to our topic. You know, my voice is not really good today because I was speaking for long. If we have any Muslim want to call me, not to talk about Turkey, I don't care really about Turkey. I made a topic video about it. That is a video about it. Turkey is a lousy country. Has had no future, no economy. If not tourism, this country is bankrupt from long time ago, and actually already it's bankrupt. And the more this government taking over the country, the more the tourism is running away from Turkey, because there is no human right, there's no freedom, and you know you can go to Turkey today, you end in jail. All what those guys they need you to accuse you with is anything. There's no judicial system, there's no police, there's nothing. There's a mafia controlling the country. A postman, they accuse, imagine a postman. A postman, they accuse him that he's support the cube. So he's a postman, what he can do? A teacher, I mean, he's a teacher. Let us say somebody he made a coup against the government, and I am a normal citizen, and I say I agree with it. So you arrest me? This Erdogan is funny. Is funny and stupid. This is why he is destroying his country. Imagine how many people are angry against this stupid idiot inside Turkey. So your enemy number is growing between even those who you call them Muslims in Turkey, those who they are liberals in Turkey, those who they are atheists in Turkey, those who they are Kurdish, Alawi, whatever you name it. This is why I say Turkey have no future. It's going to face a disaster. I don't think it's going to be long from now. Very soon. And time will tell. Let us see if I'm wrong or not. Time always can tell what will happen next. Anyway, if there is any Muslim would like to call us, please feel free. Our topic is about 30 facts about Islam. Is Islam a cult? The answer is yes. Islam is an ugly, disgusting cult, and there's nothing good about it. And if you don't believe me, call me and prove me wrong. Anyone want to do so? No, Whalen is not the problem of Erdogan. This is a lie, my friend. He used this name just to take over his enemies. Whalen is not, because Whalen is the founder of Erdogan. Do you know that? You know, this is what those evil people are. It's a gang. It's a mafia. He ride in the shoulders of Whalen to get into the government. He ride him. The same as the president of Sudan, he ride another person. Always Muslim leaders, they do that. They ride somebody, they ride the wave. The wave, it was Islamic movement in Turkey. So we ride the wave. Now we are in there, and this Golden was in like a challenge for me. So what I do, I get rid of him. But this is not the problem. He used that person, as a reason to delete all possible enemies. So he filtered the army, he filtered the police, he filtered the post office, he filtered the university, the teachers. I mean, even I saw in the news about the arresting a bunch of cook who work in a restaurant. Have you ever heard of a cook supporting a cube? A cook. That's a good one. Anyway, and that is impacting the economy of this country. And now to make it more ugly, he just invaded Syria, for sure, the part where have a small tiny group of Kurdish who they cannot fight an army, and even an army of 100 million citizens, imagine, took them 3 months with the help of more than 24,000 members of Al-Qaeda and more than 15,000 from what it's called the Free Syrian Army. After all of those, it took them 3 months. What kind of stupid plan this plan is? He's hoping that he can control those areas and he can get the oil from there. But trust me, The American, they will not let you do so, and the Russian, they will not let you do so. Do we have any Muslim would like to call me? Is it true what you Muslims write in your websites about facts about Islam? Is it true that Muslims means anyone, anything that surrender itself? And the funny here says anyone or anything that surrender itself to the true will of God. Anything? Yeah, Muslim, they believe cats and dogs are Muslims, even rocks. Muhammad, he said that when he walk in the street, rocks, they say to him, Assalamu alaikum, which is a sign of madness. Rocks speaking to the Prophet. And look what they say here, number 3. Islam is not a new religion or cult. Guys, Islam is not a new religion or cult. For sure, Islam is not a new religion. But is it a cult? Islam is a copy-paste of other belief exist before Islam. It's a collection of many religions. The Kaaba was exist before Islam. Muhammad adopted the story of the Kaaba. He neglected the Kaaba for long because he was thinking or trying to make himself close to the Jews and the Christians. So he was not praying to the Kaaba, and he stopped visiting the Kaaba, and he was not doing Hajj to the Kaaba, and he was praying in the direction of Jerusalem. But then when he noticed that the Jews and the Christians will never approve him, they knew he is a false prophet. He go back to his old tradition religion, which is worshiping the black stone and kissing the Kaaba. That is the truth. So and look here, guys, studies shows that Muslims are between 1.5 to 1.8 billion. How Muslims they calculate themselves? Let me tell you what they do. When they talk about numbers, they calculate all the country Muslims. If we go right now as we speak about Turkey, how many Muslim in Turkey there is? Go check it out. Nightclub, bars. There is no Muslims in Turkey. You can find Muslims in the conservative areas, in villages, but if you go down in big cities, you don't find Muslims. Where is the Muslims? Where is the Muslims? The skirt, I remember when I was in England, our classroom is empty. Empty. There's nobody. Like we are 10, 11, 12 students. When there is 2 Turkish girls, they come to the class. All other classes, they join us in our class. Why? Because they are wearing nothing. Honest to God, their nipples is coming out. Their short is not even a bikini. Even the teacher, he don't know, he don't even want to look at them because he's shy. And the way they talk, I mean, it's like, this is Turkish. So you go Turkey. If you don't believe me, go right now, type in YouTube Turkey. Type it. Type Turkey nightlife. Type Turkish bars. Just go. You go even to Asia, you know, you see people speak about Turkey. You will find a halal Turkish food next to go girl boom boom women. Next door. Halal food. They want to sell halal food next to a bar. So the guy who go to the bar, he will go in the Turkish halal food. I mean, do you see how much halal it is? Halal falafel. Anyway, so when the Muslim they count numbers, those numbers are very funny. How many Muslims really? And if you ask them, is the Shia Muslim? They will say no. Okay, let us take then 600 million Muslims out of the number. So why you are saying to me 1.5 billion? Why you lie? Is the Sufi are Muslims? No. Is the Ahmadiyya Muslims? No. Is the Druze Muslims? No. Is the Alawi Muslim? No. Is the Ismaili Muslim? No. So who is the Muslim? Where do you get the 1.5 billion or 1.8? So when it's come to numbers, they count everybody, including me. When it comes to details, you don't find Muslims between the Muslims. Now, Islam is not a cult. Okay, what is a cult mean? What is a cult? Let us see if Islam is a cult or not. Do you think a true religion of God will promise people that they will have God will give them a penis which is endless? Is that a cult or what? So Islam is not a cult, huh? But the God of Islam promised me endless penis. Islam is not a cult, but Islam promised me 80,000 women to sleep with. Women who can see through their bones. And by the way, if you are a Muslim and you want to challenge me to show you those reference of anything I say here, anything, call me. Anything I say here about Islam you don't believe is true and you are a Muslim, please call me and I will make you read it by your own eyes, live as we speak in the screen. You see, I don't show myself as some people do because I'm not the topic. The topic is what Islam teach. So why you lie to us? Why? Any Abdul? And look here what they say. It is a universal way of life and civilization. Guys, it's a universal way to start cutting hands. This is a civilization. If somebody steal an egg, we cut his hand as long as he steal the egg from a Muslim. But if he stole the egg from a Jew or a Hindu or a Christian, we don't cut his hand. He's a good guy. This is a way of civilization. If a woman commit adultery, we stone her to death. It is a way of civilization that if a man he insult the Prophet, behead him or crucify him, as the Quran teach. It's a way of civilization that if your wife, you fear that she is being disobedient, you beat the hell of her. Islam is the way of life of civilization. I mean, can you believe it? This is the way of civilization. If this is the way of civilization, so what savagery mean? Huh? If this is the way of civilization, what savagery mean? What jungle mean? Have you ever heard of a monkey teaching his fellow monkeys to stone a monkey because she committed adultery? No, you can hear that in Islam. Have you ever heard of a religion believe that monkeys are Muslims? This is why they throw rocks at each other. You believe it? Maybe you will not. Let me show you, because you might say I'm making things up. Right? The only religion believe that only even animals they are Muslims when they do violence. And how they notice that this monkey is a Muslim? They notice it because they are doing violence, and what they are doing, they are killing a monkey. Look at this. Even monkeys have to be aggressive, and this is the only way to prove them as Muslims. Look at this. This is one of the companions of the Prophet. He is witnessing that monkeys are Muslims. How? And they practice Sharia law. Look at this. During the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, during the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, supposedly the Muslim they call Arab before Islam ignorant. Yeah, ignorant, right? Khadija, she was the boss of Muhammad because the Arab were ignorant. There was many queens who they are Arabic queens from that area. Like if you go, actually not only Arab, other nations in the area, like Yemen. Yemen used to have the Queen of Sheba, very famous women. What about Egypt? Cleopatra, all the ignorance, this ignorance. Look what Islam brought. When Islam came, what happened? Khadija was the boss of Muhammad. After Islam, what Khadija became. So now they say, I saw a she monkey surrender by number of monkeys. If man, that's True story. I saw a she monkey surrendered by number of monkeys. They were all stoning it because she had committed sexual intercourse. No comment. And if you read the story details, you will not believe it. According to the story details, like here they are not giving you the story. I can show you the story. By the way, any Muslim can call me anytime. Like if you want me to show you the details. According to the details, this female monkey, this guy was watching, and he saw her seduced by other monkey. He was behind a tree, and he told her, you know, look like he have a banana or something, you know, or maybe his banana is bigger than the banana of the husband, you know what I mean. So and the monkey, her husband, the female monkey, her husband was sleeping over his arm. I'm just describing to you as he said in the hadith. So she lifted his head slowly, and she went behind a tree, and she did bang bang boom boom Allahu Akbar with the other monkey. And she had sex with the other monkey, and her husband is still asleep. So until now, things is safe. He went back, so she went back to her husband, and then she put her hand under his head. Then the husband, he woke up, and the husband monkey, Mr. Chimpanzee, when he woke up, he smell, he starts sniffing, you know those the monkeys, they sniff, right? I mean, come on. You know, so he sniffed, and he noticed that there is a smell of a sperm in his wife vagina. Oh boy. Put yourself in the shoe of this chimpanzee. Your wife, she cheated on you because other monkey, he have given her a banana. This guy, just to imagine how he looked like at that moment when he started thinking about what his wife she was doing. Where the smell is coming from, where the smell is coming from. Man, oh man. He come to the conclusion that he did not have sex with her. Obviously, she was sleeping with someone else. And supposedly Islam is a religion of civilization, and this civilization extend to the animal kingdom. And this is why monkeys, they are stoning a monkey for she committed sexual intercourse with other husband. This is the way of life of civilization. That is the way of life of civilization. Do we have any Abdul here? Any Abdul? It's very funny how the Muslims always they try to fabricate stories, and they imply that this is about Islam, and now the monkeys are Muslims. Actually, the Quran confirm that all animals are Muslims, and Allah will gather them in the judgment day to judge between them. In the hadith, Muhammad, he said that Allah will judge between two goats, one have a horn and the other one don't have a horn. Who is a Muslim want to call us? Anyone? Until now, we could not find one thing is truthful in this article. Islam is not a civil religion. Islam is not good for any civilization. Islam, if you practice it wherever you go, things go backward. You see, why Dubai is advanced compared to other Islamic countries? Because Islam there is in the shadow. Bring Islam. Go, bring Islam to Dubai. Dubai will be empty. Why a neighboring country like Saudi Arabia is not advanced the same as Dubai? Because they have Islam. I just saw a video on the news. A girl, she was dancing in a studio, have no men, only women. And there was somebody captured her in video. The government announced the alarm. They have a meeting. The head of the sport, the stadium, everybody, the whole country is in like an unbelievable, disgusting. The girl, she did nothing. She was dancing in front of women. In the same time, those scam. If you go and see what the Saudi do when they go abroad, Saudi Arabia, they don't go to visit ancient buildings. Like if you ask a guy from Saudi Arabia, where you been? Did you visit the Pharaoh tomb or no? Did you visit the museum? No. But he know every single bar in Cairo. During the month of Ramadan, I remember once I was in the Philippines. There was a Saudi guy. I think it was two, and he have I think 2 or 3 hookers with him. So they have hookers. You can tell. You can tell from their clothes. Those are hookers. You know, their skirt is not even 1 inch. You can see the panty without even standing. And he was asking the waitress if she have halal food. Oh boy. I mean, halal food is important now. He have whiskey in the table. They are drinking beer, huh? And now he don't want to eat pork. He want to eat halal food. You have halal food. In the month of Ramadan, guys, the month of Ramadan, if you go to those countries, I assure you the majority of the visitors of those countries are Muslims coming from Saudi Arabia, from Kuwait, from Bahrain. Usually they are coming from countries where there's no freedom. You know what I mean? If Ramadan in that country give no freedom for you to live normal life, whatever you wish to do as a person who have a normal life, whatever it is, bad or good, then you will find them going and fleeing all the way to Philippines, to Thailand, to etc. You know, there's some Saudi, they almost fly every 2 or 3 weeks. They save some money. Each time they get a check, they take a vacation. Their job is not a job. They don't have a job. You know, the Saudi government made something stupid. They decide to make what it's called Saudi. They want to replace the employment, the manpower in Saudi Arabia by Saudi, and they are hoping that if we hire Saudi, we will save money, and the Saudi they will get a job. But they forgot that those are lazy people. They are not good for work, and they have no skills. So after they start kicking out employees from foreign countries, replacing them with Saudi, then they notice that everything is slowing down. Everything is dead. A Saudi guy, he come at 10 o'clock. Then at 10 o'clock, he work until 11. At 11, he want to prepare himself to the noon prayer. And he take 20, 30, 35 minutes to prepare for ablution. And then after ablution, he have to pray for like 10 minutes. And then after the prayer, he have to talk to his friends and he make some tea. They are not productive people because Islam is against being productive. How you can be productive in a religion saying to you that it's obligation to pray 5 times a day? How you can do that? And if you don't do it, we arrest you. You pray at noon time, and now it's afternoon prayer. and now it's Saturn prayer, now a sunset type of prayer, now it is dinner prayer, now it is. How you can live your life? Muhammad, he made the 5 prayer to keep them busy and not to think, and as a way to control them and to see, to watch over them, who is obedience for him, who is not. Otherwise, what is the point of 5 prayers? 5 prayer or 1 prayer is the same. And why you have to do it in a certain way? What about you pray in your heart? And because Islam is a way of civil life, the Muslim, they block the road, or they put a blanket in the middle of the airport, and they gather together and they pray, and they scare the hell of everybody because they are civil. Somebody ban this guy Wang, please. Somebody ban him. Or block him. Yeah, I will do it. Hold on. Okay. Now, the 5 pillars of Islam. By the way, there's nothing is called 5 pillars of Islam. Because if you read the 5 pillars of Islam, you will not find the word jihad. Jihad is the most important thing in Islam. It is the most important thing in Islam, but it's not in the pillars. So where is you got those pillars? What is the pillars? What is the pillars of Islam? Any Muslim can tell me? Are they really true? Those 5 they put for us there. Then the 6 articles face of Islam. Those are not actually, those are the most funny articles, you know. And look here, they add to believe in Moses and David. This is not what it says. To believe in the prophets, whatever. But in Islam, they will not tell you that Alexander the Great is a prophet too. Hitler, if he was exist in the time of Muhammad, Muhammad will make a chapter about him. This is why he made a chapter about Alexander the Great. What is the difference between Alexander the Great and Hitler? One was victorious and the other one he lost the war. That's all. In chapter 18 in the Quran, Muhammad is speaking about a prophet of Allah. His name is Dhul Qurnayn. Actually, I find it very funny how Muhammad he present his characters in his Quran. You know, like when you go in the Quran and you read the story, you are expecting that God is talking and God bring knowledge. And Allah, he decided to tell us something. Like, do you want to learn something? Okay, they are asking you about the man with the 2 horns. Have you ever heard of a God? He present a character, a person, by calling him the man with the 2 horns. Don't this guy have a name? Who is the guy with the 2 horns? Any Abdul can tell us? Who is Mr. the man with the 2 horns? Who is he? Where we can find him? وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ ذِي الْقَرْنَيْنِ. And they are asking thee about the man with the 2 horns. Okay, who is he? Now Allah is talking. You expect him, like the historian Allah is going to give us some of the unknown history. Look what he says. They ask thee concerning Zulqarnain. What if you do first start saying his name? What his name? What Zulqarnain? A man with the 2 horns. It doesn't even say a man. It might be a beast. Have you ever? How we will know that this guy is a man even? Because it says the person who, the one with the 2 horns. How we will know who is the one with the 2 horns? So now Allah decide to tell us. I will rehearse to you something of his story. The history is going to be revealed. The unknown history of the Dhul Qurnayn, the one with the 2 horns. Verily, we establish his power on earth. if Zulqarnain was victorious because of Allah, even the victory of Zulqarnain was coming from Allah. Alexander the Great was victorious because he was a Muslim. Are you sure? That's true story. Do we have any Muslim wanna give us a call? Are you sure that Zulqarnain, Alexander the Great, he was a Muslim and Allah gave him victory? Okay, let us continue. He was doing jihad. One such a way he followed. Now Allah he started. Hold on, this is need a background and music. Zulqarnain he follow away, and he keep walking, 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 and walking, and walking, and he keep talking and walking. Commercial break. If you are going on a business trip and you like to fly to where Zulqarnain used to go, please contact us, our travel agencies. Zulqarnain travel agency is the best. We provide you limousine with all kinds of entertainment. We cannot tell you exactly what is inside the limousine, but you know better. Call us right now and get your discount. For strangers, we charge usually $1,000. Because you are our friend and you listen to Christian Prince, we will charge you only $2,000. Continue. Now Zulqarnain, he was walking and walking and walking and walking until what? I mean, look at the surprise, until when he reached the setting of the sun. Like, what the heck? The setting of the sun? Hold on, shut up, come on. Show respect, man. This is history. I mean, what's wrong with you? This is history. Allah is telling us a true history. This is not a joke. This is a true history. You know, this is what's wrong with people. This is true, proven by science. And actually, he reached the sitting place of the sun. The translation here is not really true. He found the sitting place of the sun. Let me show you. Yeah, here we go. We just change the translator. Look at this. Till when he reached the sitting place of the sun. Wow, wow, man, all my life I want to find that. Actually, to be honest with you, on my previous trip, I went and I tried to reach where the sitting of the sun, and what I found, I mean, I was unlucky. It was a cloudy day. And I was late, so I could not find where the sun set. I mean, they told me go, keep going until you reach the ocean. So I keep going, and then what? I went there, it was a cloudy day. And this is not even fair. But because Allah he gave his blessing to Zulqarnain, he was able to find where the sun set. Otherwise, we cannot find normal people. We cannot find that. This is only was a blessing from Allah to his prophet Zulqarnain. Can you find where the sun set yourself? No. Can I find it? No. I just shown you even a video I took myself. We cannot find that. This is only happened by the will of Allah, only for Allah who he want them to find it. So Zulqarnain, he was really lucky because Allah he gave him the honor of such a discovery. Do you see the benefit of being obedience? That's amazing. Otherwise, you will end like me, seeing the ocean and you see where the sun, we don't see where the sun's sitting. And this is not right. So if we go back here in the story, which is, I find it very astonishing, amazing story. How, I mean, how lucky this man to find where the sun set. But Abdul, as I know, the sun is going to set where I live right now. Even I am sitting in my chair, not going anywhere, and I'm going to see where the sun set. So what your God mean he found where the sun set? And remember, Islam is a religion for, as a way of life for all civilization. Okay, all civilization now, they should go and keep walking a road until they find where the sun set. And what happened after that? The story is not over. Until when he reached the sitting place of the sun, he found it sitting in a muddy spring. Like, look at this. I mean, that, why is the sun is a pig? I mean, why the sun is going as in a muddy spring? Why? Any Abdul? I am truly convinced that this is history, and this is a true history coming from the true God. Look, everything there is a fact. Let us put our facts straight. And you know the funny, the Muslim, they say to you, no. He is saying that it appeared to him that he found the sun sitting in the mercury. It doesn't say that, Abdul. Stupid, don't lie. The one is there is not even, the one is talking until now is Allah. Allah said, I'm going to tell you about him. He found it. He found it. Who is talking? Allah. He is not saying he found it if as it is like, and he thought. No, he is telling us a fact, which is supposedly scientific fact. He found it sitting. So they try to hide this disaster. And you know, the funny, in the Muslim website, they say Islam is not a cult. One of the signs of cults is to say stupid things. Stupid things. The sun set in the murky water. Any Abdul? This is the chapter of Al-Kahf, the cave chapter. Actually, I advise all of you to read the chapter of the cave because it is the most hilarious, stupid chapter in the Quran. It has a collection, all of the like flying carpet stories, all the fiction stories. Unbelievable. I love it. This is my favorite chapter. There is two things I like in my life: falafel and the cave chapter. Do we have any Abdul have any comment? This is a religion. This is a religion, and this is what we should believe, that Allah is telling the truth. Falafel at least is something real. I like falafel. It is yummy, it is vegetable, it is good. I mean, what we will learn from this stupid Quran? What is the benefit of Islam? Islam teaches us history, wrong history. Science, wrong science. Even the fiction is stupid. God, he gave Suleiman flying carpet. Hold on. Do you know what Suleiman used to drive before the flying carpet? I am vegetarian. Yeah, I'm a vegetarian. I eat only like beef. But because, you know, let me prove to you that I'm vegetarian. Okay, this is, I will use the Islamic logic. The cow eat grass, and I eat the cow. What does that make me? Vegetarian. Thank you. See, I hope you are convinced now. So now let's go back to the Muslim, to Allah logic. So based in Allah logic, who is telling us things we do not know, and Islam supposedly in the Quran is going to explore for us secrets which nobody knows. Nobody knows. I mean, this is amazing. This is a secret. This is like discovery. Somebody called the Dr. Phil. I wonder why Dr. Phil, he lost his hair. This guy, he lost his hair. He did not see this yet. What he will do if if he see it, I think his hair will grow. This is God talking. That's amazing. It's too much. I mean, Allah is beyond imagination, my friend. Do we have any Muslim would like to call me? Do we have any beautiful Muslim, any handsome Muslimah? Do you know why I say beautiful Muslim, handsome Muslimah? Because according to Muhammad, Muslim woman, she is not allowed to shave her mustache. Muslim man, he should trim and shave his mustache. I mean, have you heard of a religion is upside down? Women, they cannot shave their hair from their face, but the man, he should do it. I mean, what's wrong with this, Muhammad? If a woman, she take hair from her face, Allah will curse her. A Muslim man, he should take hair from his face. This is why I'm saying that there's any beautiful Muslim man, any handsome Muslimah, because it's the upside down. I mean, what the business of Allah if a woman she grow up, she take hair from her face? Why Allah is happy to see a woman have a mustache? And you know the funny, you ask the Muslims why. The hadith says, brother, because you are changing the creation of Allah. Okay, when you do circumcise, aren't you changing the creation of Allah? Hello, Allah created you with little piece. Why you take it off? Not only for the male, even for the female. Huh? And why the man, he can cut his hair and he can shave his mustache, but the woman, she cannot? Isn't it this is a change of the shade? Look at wallah. And why Muhammad used to color his hair? Muhammad want to be a redhead. He don't like to be. He forbid the Muslims, by the way, from dyeing their hair black. You can go right now and search on Google. It is haram to dye your hair black. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? This is why the Muslims, if you notice, they dye their hair red. Unbelievable. Guys, I want to make my hair a green because black is not allowed. It's haram. Red, I don't like it. I will look like an onion. I think because everybody go green, I'm going to go green, man. And you know what? I walk in the street and people, they will say the green man, the green man. That's hilarious. That's so unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I mean, the wisdom of the Prophet is above all kind of wisdom. And his dying, I mean, the way he dye his hair, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. We better not to go there. Please leave me alone. Do we have any Muslim here? This is okay. Hold on. Let us go back to the article. I mean, why we are changing the topic? You guys, you see, guys, you are taking me away from my topic. I mean, because I'm naive and I am an Arab, you take advantage of me, huh? And the other day you told me go and buy shampoo. I went to the store. I told them I want shampoo, and they said to me, "There's nothing. It's called shampoo. We have shampoo." Why you told me shampoo if it is shampoo? Anyway, we the Arab is the one who brought civilization to everybody. As an example, Al-Qaddafi, he said that Isper, Shakespeare, his real name is Sheikh Isper. And I know that from the beginning, by the way, but I did not notice. I was waiting for somebody to help me to notice that. So Al-Qaddafi, may Allah bless his soul, he was so smart and he noticed that Shakespeare, his real name is Shakespeare. He's an Arab. Yep. And Al-Qaddafi, he said that the word democracy, this one even coming from the Arab, and he said the original of the word or the meaning or the sentence, it is democracy in the Libyan accent, which means bring the chairs. This is true. Not only that, shut up. Not only that, you can go right now and search in YouTube, and you will find there is a documentary paid and sponsored by the Muslim propaganda that the one who discovered Australia is the Arab. And the one who discovered America is an Arab too. And not only that, hold on. Oh, not only that, the Muslim, they have documentary made by Al Jazeera. They say that the Native American Indian, they were Muslims too. And why all of this happened? Now let me explain to you why everybody was a Muslim. All of them, they used to be Muslim. The American Native Indian, the Australian, this is what the Muslims saying, they used to be Muslims. Okay, what happened? How they left Islam? I will tell you. They did read this verse. They did read this verse, my friend, and they lost their hair. How stupid Allah is. Allah is saying that the sun set in the murky water. That explains why they left Islam, my friend. Okay, I got it. Okay, let me tell you something. Do you know that the Prophet, peace upon him, he said that everyone is born as a Muslim, and this is proven scientifically, and I will prove it to you. Everyone is born as a Muslim. My mom, she said, I don't know if it's truthful or not. Sometimes it's hard for me to believe it, to be honest with you. But this is what she said. That when I used to be a baby, I used to do poo-poo in my diaper. And this is a clear evidence that I was a Muslim at that time. And don't think I am making fun of anyone, because I can show you right now the reference that before Islam, before Muhammad, Arab do not know how to do poo-poo. And I'm serious about that. Hold on. I see somebody, he don't like what I said. He think that this is not true. Let me show you, my friend. I don't lie. Trust me, I don't lie. The hadith says that the Prophet, he taught us everything, hatta al-khara. You know what al-khara mean? Excuse my language. Shit. But the Prophet, he have tons of hadith teaching the Muslims how to do shit. Read with me carefully. It was narrated that Salman said, a man said to him, your companion, mean the Prophet, P-B-U-H. I think this is kind of a chemical thing. Even teaches you how to do shit. You see here they say the word toilet. It doesn't say that in Arabic. It says al-khara, al-ghayat. You see in Arabic, here we go. Hatta al-khara. You can copy the word right now in Google and you will see khara means shit. So the Prophet, he was certified shit teacher. I mean, that's amazing, unbelievable. This is a very clear sign that he's a prophet. Who can beat that? I mean, who can beat that? Be honest. This is the only prophet he can do that. He is certified by God to teach us how to do shit. Before him, nobody do shit. I think the Arab, my grand ancestors, they used to do shit from their nose before. I'm not sure. I mean, here we go. He taught them how to do shit. I wonder how they used to do it before. I think they used to do it sleeping maybe, or upside down. I mean, I don't know how the prophet he did that. The word Arab marriage, zawaj, zawaj. Do we have any Abdul? Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Anyway, I'm really convinced. Actually, I feel like almost I'm converting to Islam, because badly I need to go to the bathroom right now. And now, who is going to help me in this scenario? And you know, do you know that the prophet, he said, before you go to the bathroom, you have to say a certain prayer, otherwise shaitan will play with your anus? And this is proven scientifically. Hold on. And the funny, don't change topic, guys. We can talk about nikah later, nikah and zawaj later. Just wait. Come on. I mean, we finish the shit first. Excuse my language. Come on, we have a very hot topic here. I mean, do you have better topic to speak about more than shit? This is the prophet here. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I do. How are you doing?
Very good. I'm the person who's called Sneaker's Corner.
Okay, are you a Muslim, my friend?
I'm not a Muslim, no.
Oh,
I have a theory that Ahmed was actually an Irish monk.
He was an Irish monk. That's interesting. Okay, tell us about it.
Okay, so in the 5th, 6th, and 7th centuries, there was a strong connection between Egypt and Ireland. There was monks going back and forth, and there's lots of archaeological and documentary evidence for this. And so what I believe is in the 590s, he went to Egypt and visited lots of different monasteries, and he became a heretic and moved to Petra. And I've translated some of the Quran back to Gaelic and found that it is very poetic in the original Gaelic. So what I believe is he preached in his monastery, and his monks translated
let me ask you a question.
Arabic.
What was the language of Muhammad? Because you said he's an Irish monk.
Gaelic was his language.
What is that in Gaelic mean? Is that like a kind of English now, or what?
It means Irish.
Irish. But how come Muhammad never said one Irish word?
Isa.
Isa
is an Irish word. It means Jesus.
No, this is coming from the Greek, you know, Isos.
No. The only Christian group in the world that uses Isa, actually, not just hypothetically, but actually in liturgies, is actually Irish people. Because I'm an Irish person, we have prayers using that word, but you won't find any other country in the world that actually uses it in that way.
Okay.
I don't think he invented the word.
But now let us say.
He used it that way.
Okay, my friend, I don't know what's your name. Can we judge? Can we say Muhammad was an Irish because just one word?
No. I have more evidence.
Okay.
So
like what?
I've studied Brehon law, which is an ancient Irish law that's about 3,000 years old.
Okay.
And the laws are totally like Sharia law. What I believe he did was he borrowed Brehon law.
What is the Sharia law? What do you know about the Sharia? What is Sharia law?
Well, I'll give you one example. The law which said that
everything in Islam is a copy of somewhere else. So if you are saying you found that this is existing somewhere, that will not make any difference anyway, because everything in Islam is a copy from somewhere. The prayer is a copy of somebody. The ablution is a copy of somebody. Stoning women is a copy of somebody. So there is nothing. What you are saying now have nothing to do with Islam still, because Islam is collecting from other religion, but not from one religion.
Well, I would argue that this monk
Okay, let me ask you. Those
Yeah,
Irish people, they are considered as a Christian?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was an Irish monk from a Christian sect.
Yeah.
Do they believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit?
Yes, but I believe he became a heretic.
Okay, so he was one of those, and then he changed, you mean?
Yeah,
okay.
He read Gnostic texts when he went to the monastery in Mount Sinai in Egypt, for example.
Okay.
And so there was also a Julian heresy at the time, which denied that Jesus' body corrupted.
Yeah, there was many. This is not really,
yeah.
but you see, I'm not against you of what you are saying, but there is no proof of anything of what you said, because saying that Sharia law is close to other belief. Muhammad is a collection of belief. Muhammad, he took from the Arab the pagan black stone, the Kaaba. He took from the Christians Mary, she was a virgin. He took from the Jews, stoned you to death, and he took all the fiction story about the legion of the Jews, like the flying carpet of Suleiman, etc. He took the ablution from the Sabian. He took Ramadan from the Sabian. So we cannot really, because if that will make me believe that Muhammad, let us say Muhammad and the Christian, they share that Mary was virgin, but that does not mean Muhammad is a Christian. That's number one. Muhammad, he took from the Arab the black stone. Yeah, but I'm saying to you, he grabbed from everybody. But that's mean Muhammad is from everybody. And how you can say that he used to be, how you can prove to me now that he used to be from those Irish, and then he changed?
Well, okay, here's the thing. One of the things that Irish monks did in the 6th century was they were, what's the word for jurists. So in other words, they were the ones who dealt with the Brehon law. They were lay people as well. Another thing is, because Irish scribes read and copied lots of different texts, they would have had the relevant knowledge to be able to talk about all of these stories. Irish monks were very open-minded, and they read pagan stories in a way that, for example, St. Jerome would never have done. And so the other thing is that at that time, paganism was still present in Ireland, and so a lot of Irish people were a mixture of Christian and pagan. And so there's this dualism in Irish culture that even still exists. Irish people curse others even today, the same way as Muhammad did. So I see an awful lot of parallels that help explain how this weird religion started.
No, you see, still I don't agree with you, because as I said, there's nothing to link them, except you are just making assumption that's okay. There's something here to share, but this guy, he shared with everybody. This Muhammad, let me tell you how it is. Muhammad, when he sat with the Jews, he tried to present himself as a Jew. So he said to them, I believe in Moses, I believe in Abraham. He said with the Christians, he said, I believe in Isa, I believe in Mary. He said with the Sabian, he said with Sabian, you go to heaven, I believe in a Sabian. He said with the people who worship the three daughters of Allah, he bowed down for them and he prayed for them. You know the story of the satanic verses, I think, right? So this guy is hypocrite. He is not a heretic. He is just a liar.
He's certainly certainly a liar.
But you see, heretic is someone, and I think you speak a lot better English than mine. English is not my first language. Heretic, as I know in English, is somebody, he believes in something, but he is out of line from the main religion, correct?
Yeah, but I think it's like a very
but like Muhammad is not
severe
that
one.
But Muhammad is but Muhammad is not that one. Muhammad, as I said, because you see, heretic, he have one line to follow, right? Okay, he said, let us say he is, as you said, there's Irish monks, but those Irish monks, they believe in certain things, but he go out, he said like, okay, Jesus is not God. Okay, but this is not the case. Muhammad, he added tons of things coming from other religion. Why? Because simply he is a hypocrite liar. He don't believe in anything. You know he's a false man. That's why he made a chapter for him saying that Allah told me that any woman she can give herself for me, so he can F her. That is not from a heretic person. That is from a one is using God, whatever that God
absolutely.
is.
Yeah. So, what I mean, like short of a specific word to describe how he went, he basically left Christianity and formed his own, using all the ideas that he had picked up. But I'd like to share some further evidence, if I may.
Sure. Go ahead.
There's a document that was sent to the monks in St. Catherine's Monastery next to Mount Sinai, which the Sultan took and brought back to Turkey, but the monks have a copy of it. It's called the Ashtinami. Have you ever heard of that one?
Yeah, but I think it's fake. I don't think it's real.
Oh, well, it could be, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
At the top of it, there are, top right, I believe it's a drawing of the actual monastery in Dingle, because it matches it perfectly, and it shows a standing stone. And that's significant because the standing stones next to it in Dingle has an Egyptian inscription on it. It's an image of an Egyptian fan that the Egyptian monks used to fan themselves. And the bottom image in it is a building which can be found in the monastery in Mount Sinai. So I think, and also the fact that he didn't write himself, he got
Ali
to write it suggests that he didn't know the language.
Yeah, let me explain to you. This is first. You see, there's many places they fabricate documents saying this is giving us anonymity or protection from the prophet to protect themselves. So there's many they used to do that, like the Druze, the Ismaili, etc. So they used to say the Sabian. So they, like the Sabian, they fabricate a document that the caliphate in certain time he gave them immunity against paying jizya or to kill them. So those are things are very normal to happen at that time, and especially those Arab who do not know even how to read, how to write. You know.
Okay.
So
if I ask you,
yeah.
What does the phrase Allahu Akbar means exactly in English? Can you tell me?
Akbar mean bigger.
Bigger, okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you say it in Gaelic, it is Allahu Akbar, which means not just bigger, it means is on top, is supreme. Do you follow me?
But this is not the
so
meaning.
Allahu Akbar, if it was transliterated into the nearest phrase in Arabic, is actually not as powerful as it is in the original Gaelic.
In the language you are talking about, in the Irish language, do they have the word Allah?
Allah, I believe, has been constructed from the moon god.
No, I'm asking you. Okay, yeah, but I'm asking you.
One other thing. There is in the Dingle area. There is a local god, a sun god called Lu, and so it's possible that it started off as Unlu and became Allah, an Arabic equivalent, possibly. You know.
I don't know. Like for me, I cannot find anything to back up what you are saying, because Allah, as you said, it contained two words. It's Al, which it's a word mean God, and then La is the moon god, and Akbar simply there was a statues or God. His name is Akbar. So and then Muhammad, because he came supposedly to merge all the gods together and make them one God. So Allahu Akbar became one. But about the Irish and this story, you know, for you it makes sense. I don't know. For me, I don't see anything. There's no connection, because there's no Allah first. Like if you say to me those Irish, they have the word Allah, and they have the word Akbar, and they have the word Muhammad, and they have etc. Then I will say, or maybe at least Allah, you know, at least Allah find it there.
Yeah.
But there is no.
But
Allah.
I think just to interrupt you a second, I think the words, whatever the original was, he could have used certain Arabic words, but the majority of what Allah, he said was Gaelic, but translated into Arabic.
Allah is not Arabic. Allah is not Arabic. Allah, Al is an Aramaic, old ancient Aramaic, and La is an old ancient Aramaic. So as I said, the Arabic.
Sorry, that fits in with what I'm saying with Syriac monastery, like Aramaic is basically
you see
equivalent to Syriac.
The Arabic itself, my friend, the Arabic in the Hebrew are nothing but born out of Aramaic. You know, so like who's Abraham? Abraham is an Aramaic man. So in the time of Abraham, there's no Hebrew. Hebrew is a newborn language, because those are the children of Israel. After that, they start speaking Hebrew. Hebrew is the same as the Arabic, is born out of other language. Arabic is more mixed from the Hebrew. Arabic is a collection of many languages, but the major language impact in it is the Aramaic. This is why there's many verses in the Quran Muslims themselves cannot explain. Why? Because it's written using Aramaic words. And actually there is some theories speak of that the Quran in the beginning it was totally Aramaic, and the Arabic version of it is what we have today. I will not be surprised with that. But the theory,
can I give you another example?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Surah 102, the name of it is, as I would pronounce it in English, At Takatur. Now, if you treat that as a Gaelic word, AT is closest to Auch, which means place, and then Takatur is Choh Ahar, which means house of the Father. So it's a place of the house of the Father, or equivalent to heaven. I'm only at the at the tip of the iceberg here because I haven't. Oh yeah, there's one other one. Like Angel obviously has a Greek connection, but Angel in Irish is very close to it. It's much closer than the Greek is.
Okay, let's go by one.
So
You said chapter Quran 102.
Yeah, the title, if I'm not mistaken, is At-Takathur.
At-Takathur. Yeah. What does that mean in Irish? What is
so
that?
in Irish, it would mean basically a poetic way of saying heaven. It's like the house of the Father.
At-Takathur here is being busy with having kids. You are busy with multiplying with kids. This is what At-Takathur means. So this is
so maybe it's just coincidence.
And the verse after it confirmed that, and this is why like you keep going to visiting the graveyard, etc. So don't really. I think this is not the right direction for you. I appreciate that you are trying to study and trying to search, but I think you went so far. If there is similarity, like the word Injil as an example, it's a Greek word, and this is additional proof that Muhammad is a thief. And here there's a question: if Muhammad is a person who is coming to announce to us Isa as a Hebrew messenger, correct? And he was a messenger, he was sent to the Jews, as the Quran confirmed. So why he is using the word Injil, which is a Greek word? Because Injil, that's mean Isa, he was a prophet for the Greek. Because remember, the Quran says, I never send a messenger except he speak in the tongue and the language of his people so they might understand. So it doesn't make sense that Isa is a messenger of God to the Jews, but yet his book have a Greek name. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah.
So this is additional proof that Muhammad is nothing but a collection of religions.
Yeah.
He merged them together.
I think he's a master syncretist. He's literally just taking ideas from lots of different religions, mixing them together and putting his own stuff on
he have nothing. This guy is an empty. He announced himself as a prophet, and now he's confused. In the beginning, he started to join the Sabian, because in certain times, Sabian, they were the major religion in the Middle East. Sabian today, they are almost unexist. But in a certain time, you were mentioning the Egyptian, right? The Egyptian, actually, there's many proofs and reference that the Egyptian, they were Sabian too. And this is why the Sabian, they hated the Jews. Like there's a prayer in the Sabian book against the Jews and their God Adonai, and they make fun of them. They said their God Adonai the evil, who taught them to do circumcision. And why they hate the Jews, the Sabian? Because the Sabian, they agree with the story of the Pharaoh, and they believe in it. Look like there is witnesses of their nation of what happened, and they believe that the God of the Jews, who is evil for them, he destroy the kingdom of the Pharaoh, which is a Sabian kingdom. You see? So Muhammad is a person, he don't have a religion. Like if I can I show you details, starting from the fasting. Muhammad was looking for a fasting. First, he started fasting like the Jews. He heard he was entering a city of the Jews, and he heard them, they fasted 3 days. So he said, what is this fasting? They told him this is the fast of Moses. So he said, okay, you know what? I am more close to Moses than you. So he started fasting the fast of Moses. Then there's a fast of Ashura. He started fasting the fast of Ashura. Then he heard of the fasting of Ramadan. He quit Ashura. He quit the fasting of Moses. He started doing Ramadan. So he was looking, this guy is looking for ideas to add to his religion. Same for
that all may be fictionalized. The Hadith record is I would argue that
Hadith and Quran, they confirm that, and we cannot confirm anything out of.
I would argue Islam. That fasting is actually part of the Breton law. You can actually make
but
demands
Ramadan,
on people.
But Ramadan is the fasting of the Sabian of 30 days.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a borrowed idea, but
and the Sabian
Irish culture at the time.
No, and the Sabian, when they fast Ramadan, they start the fast in one city, and then they end the fast in another city. Why? Because they believe that the new city will receive a new moon. This is why Muhammad, he says, وَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمُ الشَّهْرِ, so the one who witnessed the crescent moon, he fast. So Muhammad, he adopt exactly the same idea of the Sabian of Ramadan, how they fast, how they end fasting. So whoever of you end sorry, whoever of you witness Shahr Ramadan, you know, he have to fast, and whoever witness of you the moon again, he have to stop fasting. This is exactly what the Sabian they do. So, and Muhammad in the hadith was called Sabian too. They thought he's a Sabian. So there's tons of reference. And you know, the Muslims today, if you read the translation, as an example, if you go to chapter 2 verse 185, the Muslim, they will say to you that the word shahr mean month, but the fact the word shahr have nothing to do with month. The word shahr is a word coming from the Aramaic, which mean moon. So whoever of you witness the moon, whoever of you witness the moon, you don't witness the month. Nobody can see the month. The month is time. We don't see the time. Whoever of you witness the moon, and this is how the Muslim makes sense, right? Because the Muslim, they start fasting by seeing the moon. So whoever of you see that moon have to fast it. Now, how we do that? By the moon we start, by the moon we stop, and this is exactly what the Sabian they do. You can go right now.
Can I
you can go
just to make a connection there?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was a practice under Brehon law that if someone owed you money in Ireland, you fasted under the moonlight. You fasted all the way through the night till the morning to enforce the payment of whatever was owed to you.
This is 1 month. This is not a one night. This is 30 days.
Oh yeah.
This is 30
but
days.
I think like he left Ireland with sort of basic pagan ideas that fasting, he just developed,
my friend,
in encounter with other religions and so on.
Yeah, fasting is exist in many religions as a way to practice and control yourself. And supposedly the fasting is not about just repenting, it's about to learn how to control yourself so you don't do that sin again. So if you can control your desire by doing fasting, that will help you to control something else. That's all. But Muhammad, he is copying everything from someone else, and you will notice here have nothing to do with any fasting of the Jews or any fasting of Abraham, because this is 30 days, and if you look around you, you will not find anyone doing that except the Sabian.
Okay.
So we have to make a connection, and the connection have to be sponsored by many evidence, and all the evidence come to end that Muhammad, obviously he was infected big time by the Sabian. Not someone, and the Sabian, they are not only in the north of Iraq as today, but this is their major, let us say, headquarter. The Sabian, the headquarter in Iraq was like Mecca for the Muslim today, for the Sabian. But the Sabian, they spread all over the Middle East to the point you see the word Mecca. The word Mecca is not even Mecca. The word Mecca is coming from the temple of the word Makkah, which is a Sabian temple of Yemen. So the Sabian, they extend their religion everywhere, all the way to Yemen, which means the Queen of Sheba and her people at that time, most likely, they were people who or her people at least, they were people who worship and believe in the same gods of the Sabians. And that where the word Mecca is coming from. It is coming from Makkah. So Mecca was the name of the house of the Kaaba, where it's coming from the temple of Al-Makkah. If you know that Muhammad, he said there's 2 stones, if you touch them they will forgive your sin, or 2 corners. One of those 2 corners is the corner of Yemen. Why the corner of Yemen is important? Because they have stones is coming from the temple of Makkah, and that stones, actually we can search for them and show them for people in the screen, and we did many times. Those stones are taken from the temple of Al-Makkah in Yemen, and that will make supposedly the new house a holy house for the new believers. Or let us say today people, they go to the Kaaba. If we can get a few stones from the Kaaba and we build the Kaaba and we put those stones in the corner, we say to the Muslims, come here in Las Vegas, kiss the stone because this is from the Kaaba. This is the whole idea. So Mecca was a counterfeit of the original temple of Yemen, which is Al-Makkah. And this is why it's called Rukn al-Yamani, and it have very different look of stones from all the stones exist in let me show it in the screen so people they can see. I don't know if you can see the screen with us. If you look at the screen here, this is a Rukn al-Yamani, which means the Yemeni corner. Now it's called the Yemeni corner for simply the Muslim, they might give you their own definition. However, this is the stones coming from the temple of Al-Makkah. This is why they look differently from the other stones of the Kaaba. The color look different. You can tell those are not in match with the stones of the rest of the Kaaba. So the same as the Christian today, some Christians, they bring the bones of someone, they call him saint, right? And they build in the top of the saint bones or the left of the saint a church, and that will make the stone is the church is more blessed. However, this is here, Islam is a pagan practice. They bring a stone which may then believe it's a holy stone, and to the point, if you touch those stones, your sin is forgiven. This is coming from the Sabian. So you will see here how huge the impact of the Sabian. And what Muhammad took from the Christians and from the Jews was in his way of trying to make them believe in him. But the fact he don't really care for Christianity. That's why at the end he decided to kill them all. When he give up, when he give up, you will notice if you go and read the history of Muhammad, you will see most of Muhammad's life after he became a prophet, announcing himself as a prophet, he was not doing Hajj to Kaaba and he was not praying to the Kaaba. Why? If the Kaaba was a holy place, why since the beginning of his prophethood claim until many years after he don't pray to the Kaaba direction? Because at that time he was busy wasting his time trying to convert the Christians and the Jews to be believers in him. And to be believers in the Jew, to make the Jews and the Christian believe in him, he have to pray in direction of Jerusalem. And this is why Muhammad was praying all this time since he left Mecca. He gave up. In the beginning in Mecca he was doing the same as the Arab, as a pagan person. So when he was with the Arab of his tribe, he was doing what they do to make them convinced that he is a prophet. Now he was kicked out from Mecca, as the Muslims claim. He went to
I think he was. I think where that story originated was he was kicked out of a monastery.
No.
There's something else I want to share with you.
Muhammad have nothing to do. You see, to say he was in a monastery, that will make Muhammad educated person. Because
he was.
No, he's stupid. I mean, don't you see what he's doing? This guy, Zulqarnain, Alexander the Great.
He couldn't have got all those ideas if he wasn't educated.
You see,
he obviously was well read, even though he was stupid.
No, my friend. Education, those people in monastery, they will not accept those stories to be part of anything. Those are not. They don't even accept stupid people to be part of their. You see, in monastery, especially in the old days, they can accept you if you are not smart to be a cook. Okay.
If he was a cook,
but not to be.
I just want to share with you that
but not to be a monk. Hold on.
There is an Irish surname. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you a second. There is an Irish surname called Quran in the place that I say that he was born, and the Syriac word which was used in the Christian liturgies was Quran, which means scripture lesson, and the word in Irish actually means spear.
There's
so the two things could have connected for him.
No, the word Quran is not exist. There's nothing is called Quran. You see, in the Syrian, the word is qarra. Qarra is you speak, and then ra'a, which means he saw. So you say what you saw, which means you read. All right. So Quran is a wrong word. All right. Now the reason the Quran written this way, because Muhammad, if you remember, I'm not sure how much you know, Muhammad, he is connected to a guy, his name Waraq ibn Nawfal. Waraq ibn Nawfal, supposedly he was a person who was a pagan. Then he became a Jew. Then he became Nasara, not a Christian, right? And he used to write a book in Arabic, which is summarizing or translating from the Injil. All right. So this is where Muhammad, he got many of his stories from. But Waraqa, he died. And now the book of Waraqa is limited, have to do only with the Christians and the Jews. So everything Muhammad, he added to that book, it was of his own stories. This is why I believe the book of Waraqa was the one which is makes sense isn't like not make sense for me as a Christian, but let us say it was a kind of someone is educated talking, and then the rest is something stupid. You see, when somebody bring to me and you speak English, you know, I mean, English is your first language. If I write an article for you, and I say to you, and I put it inside the book of Shakespeare, and I give you the book, and I will make it print exactly as the book of Shakespeare, but right away you will notice as an Englishman or as an Irishman that this is no way that Shakespeare wrote this page, correct?
Yeah.
Because my English doesn't fit. This is exactly how you see the Quran if you speak Arabic. Quran has some verses, they have a strong language, good language, and most of the rest is garbage. That's mean that the author of the Quran cannot be one.
Cannot be what?
Cannot be one person. It cannot be one person because.
Oh yeah, well, I sorry, can I just interrupt? I believe that the we parts in the Quran are actually the monks' explanatory notes that they copied down what he said, translated, but they also added their points onto what he had said.
You know, when we debate Muslims, we have to go by what they believe. But however,
yeah,
it can be used, it can be taken as what they say. But this is not a proof of anything. The proof of Islam to be false is the language of the Quran itself. It cannot be written by one person. Like if you go, if you see Muhammad in the Quran as an example, say that his God said that if he caused the Quran to be forgotten, he will make something better or similar. How in the world someone is educated will say such a stupid thing? Because look how dangerous is that. Because Allah will make you forget the Quran, but yet Allah, he will make Quran better than the Quran. That's mean Muhammad, he noticed in his time that there is a problem. He himself cannot even maintain his book. He forgot the book. He say things they contradict each other, and now he want to give us an excuse. So he say, my God told me any verses we cause to be forgotten or we abrogate. So he want to explain why he keep changing his mind about things. Why? Because Allah said anything we cause you to be forgotten or to abrogate, we are going to make something better or similar. Now how Allah can make Quran better than the Quran of Allah? That is stupid. But because Muhammad is collecting stories from different author, sometime from Waraqa, sometime from the neighbor, sometime from a woman visiting Aisha, you know, like the story of the legend of the flying carpet and the hudhud, the bird who speak to Sulaiman, the ant who speak to Sulaiman, or the punishment of the grave. So Muhammad is explaining here why he is not consistent and why he keep bringing things contradict each other.
I think he what he said live was written down by others, and that's why he kept contradicting himself, because he was just saying it off the top of his head.
No, he's struggling. You know, he's struggling as a person trying to accomplish himself as a prophet. So he did not know what he will do. He do it based on that in the moment. So when he saw it is better for him to make the men do muta, you know, have sex for renting women, he said do it. But then later he found that this is embarrassing and people start talking about it, so he changed it because he didn't have rules. You know, there's no rules in Islam. Muhammad is trying to create a religion. So every day he have a new. This is why I don't agree with you about he was a heretic of a certain cult, because this guy, he don't have a religion. He don't have any religion. This guy is everything. This guy is an international United States, United Nation. He have all religion in the world inside him. He have the black stone. The black stone, I find it very much is coming from the Indian. You know, the Linga. You know, the stone of Shiva. So
he was a sponge.
Yeah, if you look at the Indian, they are just across the sea from the Sultanate of Oman, few hours in the sea, you know. And the Arab, they have an old route of doing trade even with the China. So there is connection between them and other nations, and obviously this black stone is coming from somewhere. And you know, if you read too, you will find that the Arab used to go around the Kaaba totally naked. Now what kind of religion required that men and women they go naked around the Kaaba unless it's a sexual religion, right? So there is many religions is involved in
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
yeah. And Muhammad is the result of all of them. It's like Muhammad is like a
Sponge.
someone he is doing, yeah, like, you know, a mixer, you know, like you bought here, you know, you bought some Christianity, some Jewish, some Sabian, some Hindus, you know, some the star worshipper, some of the moon worshipper, some of here, some black stone, put it together, and now we have Islam. But Islam is not exist really as a religion. It's a collection of religion. This is why Muhammad,
his teach, sorry,
if you
his
ask
teaching
the
on
Muslims,
marriage and his teaching on slavery is exactly like Brehon law. It's like straight out of the book.
no, Muhammad, he don't have a teaching about slavery. Muhammad, he
is he not?
Muhammad, he have teaching about slavery.
He allowed it, didn't
he? Yeah, he can allow them, but he made it as a you see what Muhammad did. Muhammad, one of his business, he used to sell slaves and buy slaves. So Muhammad, in order to flourish his business as a slave buyer, he come with ideas, you know, like if I say to you, if I am a person who sells chicken, all right, and then I say to you, in order to make God forgive you, you have to free a slave. So what do? You have to free a slave, correct?
Yeah.
But now you need a slave still, and you're allowed to own a slave. So what do? You go and buy a new slave. All right.
Yeah.
So Muhammad, he freed a slave, and then he captured the slave again, and he made him a slave again. Actually, I can show you tons of stories where people, they free the slaves. Muhammad, he make them slaves again. Even they are freed by their owners, you know. So there is no law of slavery in Islam. It was a moody, depend in the needs of Muhammad. There's no law. You see, people, they told me speak about Sharia law. There's nothing called Sharia law. I have a degree, you know. I have my law degree is in Islamic law and civil law. So when you study what it's called Sharia law, you find there is no law in the law. What law? It was a process of collecting everybody law and making a law out of it. You know, Islam is like a whore. She slept with 1,000 men, and then nobody knows who is the father. You know, in a better way to describe it, let's say this woman, she got a sperm from every man, and it was what she did put inside her egg. So Islam is a product of a whole religion. It's a collection of many religion. This is why Islam is not even a religion by itself. If we ask the Muslims, even who is Allah, they don't even know who's Allah. I ask the Muslims now all my life. I keep asking them who's Allah. They don't know. They keep telling me he is the creator. I mean, I'm not asking you if he created or not. Who is Allah? They do not know. What Allah mean? They do not know. Have you ever heard of a people, they believe in God, they do not know what his name mean? Simply because the name is not an Arabic name, and they are stealing the name from other religions. This is why they do not know. There's tons of things like what Yasin mean, what Alif Lam mean, what Kahiyas mean, what Quran mean, what do you know, what Yasin, who is Yasin, who's Yasin, you know, who what Yasin mean? They don't know what Israel mean. Who's Israel? If we go now,
can I interrupt you? What nationality do you think he was? Do you think he was an Arab?
You know, for me, I have to go by what appeared to me the most evident. It says that he is an Arab.
Isn't there a Quranic verse that says that people questioned how he could produce the Quran because he had a foreign tongue?
No, he said when they said to him, they said, well, the one you are, because they accuse him that he is learning from two Aramaic guys. So he said to them, those who you speak about, they have a foreign tongue, but my is in pure Arabic. So he's confirming again that he's an Arabic person. And then you know, he confirmed another verse in the Quran that this is a book sent down so you can go and you know to warn the mother of the villages, which is supposed to be Mecca and what is around it. So in the beginning, Muhammad was trying, when he said this verse in chapter 6 verse number 92, that he is just a local prophet. But then when Muhammad, when his business flourished, he became an international. He have a stock market now. All right.
Okay. All right. So I'll let you go.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for calling anyway, and thank you for sharing with us what you believe. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Thank
you.
Bye.
You're welcome. Yeah, actually, I appreciate those people like our friend here, Mel, because you know, he is trying to study and trying to research, and this is the best way to learn. I actually advise all of you to do the same. You see, those who don't read and try to learn, I advise him to get my books so he can get better ideas, and then he can continue his studies. You can go to Amazon.com and you can search for Christian Prince. You will see a collection of my books, and soon we will have 3 more books will be published all together. But you need to remember, Islam is not really a religion. Islam is a collection of religion. It's like a hover machine, you know, vacuum machine. Whatever in the way, it take it inside. And Muhammad, he was not trying really to establish a religion as much he's trying to say, I'm a prophet. It doesn't matter who is going to believe in him. So with the Jews, he say, I'm a Jew. This is why he swear by the Torah. But when he could not find himself in the Torah, and the Jews did not accept him, he swear that he will kill all the Jews. He will expel all the Jews and the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula. He's so angry from them because he's give up. He spent a lot of time trying to convert them. In the beginning, Muhammad, he don't want to kill them because he was hoping that he will have their support and he will be a prophet for them. But when they could not believe in him, Muhammad decide, especially now he have the power to do it, he decided to get rid of them. And this is the same happened to the to his tribe. In the beginning, he tried to worship their stones as they do. Then he gave up the stone. He gave up the Kaaba. He went to the Jews. Hey Jews, let me swear by the Torah. Suddenly he became a believer in the Torah and he followed Moses. But then the Jews did not believe in him. So now he said the worst is the bad for the believers is the one who called themselves Jews. The Christian, they were nicer to him. Why? Because there's no Christian around. He was not really having a let us say a majority interact with the Christians. He have Nasara around him. They are minority. So he did not have a problem with them, except they don't believe in him. But they were not really a power to resist him in the Arabian Peninsula. This is why he is not too aggressive against the Christians or Nasara, which is a fake Christians cult. But he was aggressive more against the Jews, because the Jews, they were established power in the Arabian Peninsula. They are big, huge tribes, and they are powerful, they are rich, and Muhammad, he lived between them. You know, if you go and live like now, if I go and live between Irish, I might have a bad experience about the Irish, and then I say, oh, the Irish are bad people, but I didn't speak against someone who's an Englishman. Why? Because I did not live between them. So but it can be the opposite. I might say the Irish are wonderful people because my experience was good with them. Muhammad's experience with the Jews was bad. They rejected him. They made fun of him for he was so stupid. They trapped him. They used to make him say things, you know, to expose him. And Muhammad, he hated them very much. That's why he was so aggressive with them. Do we have any Muslim would like to call? Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? You see, the Muslims, they say that Muhammad is a messenger for all mankind. In the Quran, as we see here, chapter 6, verse number 92, said it clearly that Allah, he sent him to warn the mother of the village and what is around it. They call it here city, but the word in Arabic is Qura, which is a village. And the Quran confirmed that Allah, he never sent a messenger unless he speak the language of his people so they might understand. Never Allah sent a messenger unless he is speaking the tongue of his own people. So he have to be from the people, speaking the language of the people, in order what? In order to understand. We sent not a messenger except to teach in the language of his own people. So you have to have condition here for the messenger, according to Islam, not according to me. The messenger have to be speaking the language of his own people, which means he have to be speaking the language and he is from the people. And that's mean Muhammad cannot be a prophet for somebody from Germany or from one from China, for he don't speak the language and he is not from the people. So Muhammad became international. Muhammad, he mentioned that verse when he was not successful yet to overcome his enemies. He want to prove to the Arab, I am one of you, and I'm going to be a prophet for you. Accept me. That's why he insists here to speak that I am speaking your tongue, because you see the Christians, the Christian monks, they speak Aramaic. The Bible, most of it is in Aramaic. Even the Torah, there's a big part of it was in Aramaic. So he doesn't speak Aramaic, and he is not an Aramaic, and he is not a Hebrew. So now who is he? He have to find himself a legitimate place. This is why Muhammad, he claimed to be from Ishmael. Claiming to be from Ishmael is a step to inherit the throne of Ishmael, which is coming supposedly from his father. Otherwise, what he have to do with Ishmael? He have nothing to do with him. Abraham is an Aramaic man. His wife Hajar is an Egyptian. How the son became an Arab? And you know, and many naive Christians in their churches, they teach that Muslims are from Ishmael and Muhammad from Ishmael. But that's a very stupid statement, because even if I marry from an Arab woman, my children are not Arab. She is Arab already, which means she have people already. The Arab exists before me. You know what I mean, guys? If I go to Japan right now and I marry Japanese women, can I say the Japanese are my children? This is stupid. But sometimes, you know, I mean, even Christians, they didn't. The fuse is you know, they are like the Abdul. You know, everywhere I go, the Muslims are Ishmaeli. The Muslim, where do you get this from? Moses in your Bible says he did marry from a woman, a Bedouin woman, who is not a Hebrew. Okay, why you don't say then that the children are the children of Moses are not Israeli? Why you don't say that? That's the children, they belong to their father, and this is their nationality, and this is the tradition all over in the Middle East. Even the Quran come from saying that always people, they have to be called by the names of their father, and if they don't know their father, then you call them by brother of religion. All right. Here we go. Udu'uhum li'abaihim. We call them by the name of their father. A person have to be called by the name of his father, not by the name of his mother. Jesus was an exception, because Jesus, by birth, he is the son of no man. All right. Call them by the names of their father. That is the teaching of the Quran. All right. So we have to be smart. You see, the whole idea is how much you know. The much you know, the much you can connect the dots together, especially if you have a good brain fast processor. You know, so I know more than, oh, I saw here this, oh, I got this here, oh, so I can, let me connect the dots together, and that will make an image for me. And this is how the TV work. The TV, you know, provide for you an image which is millions of dots coming together to your machine, which is a TV, and then that screen, in a magical way, put the dots together back. The person is in the studio, you are in your bedroom. What happened? We got the dots together. So in order to understand this cult, you have to collect all the dots, the dots, which maybe sometimes it's small like dust, and you put them together, and that will make you have a better image. All right. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Who is a Muslim would like to call us and show us that Islam is a true religion? Who is going to be our hero today? Anyone? Any Muslim, he believe in Islam to be a true religion? I believe, as an Arab person, Islam is nothing but an Arab cult made by an Arab man, and he was a savage, liar, selfish, and the Quran proving that. Who wanna prove me wrong? Anyone? Any Muslim would like to give us a call? Give me a call to my Skype, Debate TV. You're more than welcome to call me. We'll speak to be nicely, by the way. I'm against Islam as a religion, but doesn't mean I hate you. I don't hate you. You don't know me. I don't know you. Nothing personal here. All right? Any Muslim? And this is one of the funny things about Muslims. You see, we stay here for many hours saying any Muslim, any Muslim, any Muslim. If you count how many times I say any Muslim, you will not believe it. But we don't find the Muslims to call us. The second we hang up and I come back to Facebook or in my page and you will see the Muslims appear. Oh, you are lying, he is lying. Call me. Why you don't call me and show us the lies? Like there's a funny guy from Nigeria. This guy, he is like between my feet wherever I walk in Facebook page, to the point I have to ban him. Call me. I'm here to debate you. Okay, call me. Why you don't call me? I won't debate you on Facebook. I don't debate on Facebook. Facebook is just to post. Go and see in Facebook. I don't post articles. I'm not an article guy. I don't write. The only time I write when I write my books. I don't have time to write. I give my time in videos. I speak, I show in the screen, I teach. I give you all the time you want. Call me. I don't try. Go and find how many articles a Christian Prince you have. I have 0. I have 0 articles. I'm not a person who like to write. I write books and it take a lot of time from me for many reasons. English is not my first language. Like today we are working at proofreading. Tomorrow we are going to work on proofreading. It's not fun for me, but I have to. Do we have any Muslim here? Yeah, you know, if you are a person who try to debate Islam, I encourage you always to read more, because the more you read, the more you are armed, and the more you read and try to read something smart, because some people they write stupid things, you know. Like don't copy an idea of a stupid person just because he wrote it in a book. You have to investigate what people they say. Otherwise, there's many donkeys who they are claim to be writers. Like Muhammad. Muhammad is a writer too. He is the one who come to us with the story of Alexander the Great, which is taken from a story written few hundred years before Islam by a Christian a person from Syria. But this was a fiction story, and this is translated to many languages all over the world. It's about a real person. You see, writing about a real person, fiction story, is something happen always. Like now, they bring a name of a real person, like they say they put for you George Bush, he announced war in Iraq, and then the movie start. George Bush is a real. The war in Iraq is real. The rest of the story is fiction. All right. So Muhammad, he collects stories, fiction ones, because this is why I'm against anyone to say Muhammad was educated. Muhammad was a donkey, whatever the word donkey mean. This guy, he is a garbage collector, and there is no way any kind of educated person will accept the story of Zulqarnain to be a real story. You know? Hello.
Oh, CP, Sarazi here speaking. Good evening to you.
Good evening, my friend.
And good evening to all the brethren in the room. I'm calling just for 1 minute. I don't want to take the time of Abdul's, if they will call. I've told you already several times, even through emails. I don't think Abdul will call you. You are the nightmare of Allah. How come Abdul can call you?
Well, we are hoping that they will call us. What we can do, you know, we keep hoping.
You are the nightmare of Allah, CP.
Well, I don't think so, because Allah is fake anyway. I mean, what night you are a nightmare of Allah, but there's no Allah. That's good. Anyway, anything else, my friend, you want to say?
Okay. Thank you. Pardon?
There's anything you want to add?
No, nothing, CP. That's I called. It was a quick call to say, to remind you that you are the nightmare of Allah. So there's no point asking, because you asked the same question 1,000 times and we never got an answer. The answer is that you are the nightmare of Allah. I don't think.
All right. Thank you very much.
Abdul will call you. Good night.
All right. Thank you, my friend. Take care. God bless. All right. You see, when I was in school, I was #1 student in my classroom. But the surprise is I was the only student. This is exactly when Allah He says in the Quran. That's why I say Muhammad cannot be a smart person. Muhammad is a smart maybe between those naive, stupid Bedouin Arab. You know, like when he say that Allah is the best of the creators, was a verse he copied from his scribe who was writing for him, and the story is even written in Muslim books. But is that a statement of a smart man? A smart man would not say that. How you say Allah is the best of the creators if He is the only creator? You know, the same as I'm saying I was the best student when I am the only student in the classroom. That's stupid. You are not the best student. To say you are the best student, you have to be the best of many students who they are exist. But if you are the only creator, how you are the best of the creators? That's mean Allah is saying a stupid statement if He is exist, and He is comparing Himself by somebody which is a fiction, is not exist. How you can compare yourself by someone is not exist? So blessed be Allah, the best of the creators. Allah saying blessed be Allah to the best of the creators. I mean, isn't this a stupid statement? This can be accepted if somebody writing the word here. Let us divide this to two parts. The first one, so blessed be Allah. This is cannot be Allah saying that, because that will make it funny. So then that means there is somebody saying that, the author of the Quran. Then the best of the creators. Okay, then we ask the Muslims how many creators there is. They will say to you only Allah. So how Allah is the best of the creators? Oh, the Allah here is saying He is the best of the creators. I know He's saying that. So how He is the best of the creators if there's no creators? That is a false statement. That's mean Allah is lying. He's saying to us, I am the best of the creators, but yet there's no creators. The best donkey, but there's only one donkey. I mean, this is stupid. This is donkey statement. Even donkeys would not say that. I get you the best zucchini. How many zucchini you have? I have the only one. So you did not get me the best zucchini. This is the only one you have anyway. So is that a language stupidity? Is that a meaning stupidity? It's a stupidity whatever you take it. It's a language, it's a meaning, it's a structure. This is God. This is God is talking. And all of us, we knew that this is a story, that this verse, all of it, it's coming from a guy who worked for Muhammad as a scribe. His name is Abdullah ibn Sarh, and he left Islam, and then after that he converted to Islam again to save his life. Abdullah ibn Sarh was writing the Quran for Muhammad as the Muslim story report. When Muhammad finished and he recite all the way to this side here, this guy he liked it, so he said, oh please be Allah the best of the creators. Muhammad, he heard it, he said put it there. He said put what? He said put what you just said. I said, he said yeah, put it there. He said Allah, he told me to put it there. So the guy said to himself, uh-oh, this guy is a false prophet. I am the one who made it, and now he's asking you to put it in the Quran. So he ran away and he became an apostate. I am the one who just said this verse, and now he's asking me to write it down in the Quran, claiming that Allah told him that to put it there. Well, if Muhammad is a prophet, by the way, I'm just quoting for you what it says there in the Muslim stories, in the Muslim books. He said to himself, well, if Muhammad was inspired by his God, Allah, well, I am inspired by Allah too, and I'm a prophet. That's Islam. And obviously Christian Prince is inspired too. Let me make a Quran for you. I ate a chicken, it was the best of the chicken, but I am a vegetarian and I don't like a chicken. This is the whole Quran. There's no meaning. I mean, read the Quran. You will find there is no connection between a verse before and a verse after. And the same verses can be repeated all over the Quran because the one is talking is empty. There's nothing to say. Let me show you an example. This is God. I mean, are you sure this is God? I am going to search for this sentence. One sentence. Guys, one sentence appear 31 times. Do you see it? Look. Look. Do you see it? What's wrong with this God? Repeating the same sentence over and over and over and over. What's wrong? What is that? Isn't it enough to say it once? Page number 2. Let us switch. Over and over and over. This is God talking? Huh? This is the strong Arabic Quran. You see, in the for the Arab, if you make a point and you repeat the sentence twice, this is a failure. That's mean you are not really a good poetry man. What kind of God is God? He's out of words. He have nothing to say. Why you can repeat the same thing? Look, the same sentence. We are just keep going. Because he's empty. There's nothing to say. He's just trying to fill up a space. And if you read the whole chapter here, what you will learn? Nothing. If we take this chapter of the Quran, or we add it, nothing we learn. What we learn? Nothing. Look at this. Allah the most gracious. I mean, thank you very much. You said that to us from the first verse in the Quran, and now it is he who taught the Quran. Are you sure? I thought it's Jibreel. It is he who created the man. It's he who. Aren't you Allah? I mean, have you ever heard of a God? He kept saying it is he, it is he. So who are you, the one is talking? He had taught him speech and intelligence. This is intelligence, to say the women have a sperm coming from her backbone. The sun and the moon follow courses exactly. Do you know what, guys? Do you know the sun and the moon, the courses of the sun and the moon? Do you want me to show you? Let me show you. Let's show you the intelligence. Funny, the Muslim here, they mention the word intelligence. I mean, I'm dying from the intelligence here. Read with me the intelligence of the Quran. This is the intelligence of the Quran. Muhammad explained. The Prophet asked me. Do you know where the sun goes at the time of the sunset? Remember the verse there speaking about the sun and the moon course. Okay, what is the course? So do you know where the sun goes at the sunset? The guy, he said, Allah and his prophet know better, because Muhammad, he claimed that the knowledge he have is coming from his God, Allah. This is not his knowledge. This is God. He said, I replied, Allah and his apostle know better. He said, it goes, i.e., it travel till it prostrate itself under the throne of Allah, and it take a permission to rise again. I mean, this is science. You see the intelligence? And not only that, Muhammad, he don't stop. I mean, Muhammad, he loved to talk, and the more he talked, the more he do poo-poo. Look what he said. He said here that this is the meaning of the verse of a chapter 38, 36, verse number 38. This guy is confirming that this is Quran. Confirming what he said in this story here, this fiction stupid story, that this is science of Allah. Explain the Quran. So he said, oh, this is what Allah he meant by chapter 36, verse number 30. For sure, he did not mention the chapter number, because I believe in the time of Muhammad there was no numbers. Those are something they are added later. So, and this is what Allah he mean by saying, and the sun runs to its fixed course. I mean, this is science. Who can beat that? Nobody. Any Muslim can beat that? Huh? Look like today is the same as yesterday, the same as the day before. The Muslims are not going to call. What I can say? Allah himself, he cannot answer. Muslims cannot answer. They make videos about the amazing Quran, the science of the Quran, but all what we see is the stupidity of the Quran. This is science. Sunset in murky water, sun rays from between the horn of a shaitan. Have you really believed that shaitan he have two horn and the sun rays from between them? That's why Muhammad he forbid the Muslims to pray if the sun rise already. Why? Because the sun rise from between the horn of shaitan. I mean, that is science. Let us see. Here we go. Read the science. Read with me. The prophet stood beside the pulpit and pointed his finger toward the east and said, affection are there. Affection are they won't, like we affection are there. Are there from where the side of the head of Satan come out? Mark, what the side of the sun, you see it? I mean, that's science. That is science. I mean, who can beat that? Let us see. Let me show you more hadith. It would be this side where the would appear the height of unbelief, viz where appear the horn of shaitan, i.e. the east. The fact he was pointing his hand at the house of Aisha. Anyway, let it go. Let us show you. Look. Do you notice the hadith I'm looking for is not translated? I mean, anybody can tell me why? Any Muslim can tell me why? Where is the translation? Where is the translation? Space, empty space. I found the hadith, but they don't want to translate the hadith. Can you tell me why? I will tell you why. Because it's very embarrassing. It's very stupid. So what they do? They cannot say this is weak, this is strong hadith, this is sahih. So if we translate, people will laugh. Don't start your prayer when the sun is rising. Okay, why? Because it rises from between the two horns of shaitan. So we found the hadith, but we don't found the translation. Here we go. Thank you very much. I just did. Science. I mean, this is science. What do you want more? We just found where the sun rise from. The sun rise from between the two horns of shaitan. I'm so glad that is not coming from between his ass. At least from between the, I mean, from the horn of shaitan. At least this is like, I mean, something to consider. Shaitan, he have two horns, and there is sun coming from between them. And now we cannot pray. I mean, why we cannot pray if shaitan? Sorry, if the sun is coming from between the two horns of shaitan. I'm hungry. I need to eat. My belly is talking to me. And Abdul, why? Why we cannot pray? Science. This is pure science. I mean, who can reject this? Are you kidding me? Right? Yeah, I need to eat. I eat once a day. What I can do? Hadith number, no problem. Hadith number, here we go, in front of your eyes. Sunan al-Nisa'i, Sunan al-Nisa'i, book number 6, hadith number 578. This is the name of the book in the top here. It is highlight for you. And this is the hadith number. Any Abdul? And I think what happened here for this hadith, I think the same goat who ate the Quran ate this hadith, but in English this time. That is very normal practice to happen in Islam. I saw a video of a Muslim. He was warning Muslims not to accept the translation of those hadith. He's saying, brother, go. I posted the hadith once, but I can't find it. Brother, don't believe they are lying. He speak Arabic. They are lying. Look at the translation here. Look at the Arabic there. They are liars. But this guy, he do not know. They are lying for the purpose of protecting Islam. They are lying for a purpose. We know they are lying. The whole idea is how we can protect this cult. You want them to translate this? Are you sure? But let me see. Let me see if we can find the same hadith in different place. Hold on. Because sometimes they make a mistake, you know, they translate it there, but they forgot to delete it in different place. Hold on. Hold on, we found a part of it. Hold on, here we go. See, we find it in different place, but here they made a mistake. It's not the whole story here, it's different story, but it's say the same. Read with me. Then pray as much as you want until you pray Asr. Asr is afternoon. And then refrain from praying until the sun has set. For it's set between the two horns of shaitan, and it rises between the two horns of shaitan. I mean, science. This is science. Any Muslim can tell us really why we should not pray when the sun set and why we cannot pray when the sun is rising? Is it really that's what's happening? The shaitan is where the horn of shaitan, where the sun coming from? Do you see it? Any Abdul have a comment? Let us show you the reference for those who like to keep reference. Sunan Ibn Majah. Oh, this is da'if. Hold on, it's da'if. But the other one is not da'if. By the way, this is not a da'if. And even if they say da'if, it's accepted. But let me show you the same hadith in different place. Hold on. The Muslims are already funny. Okay, read with me this one. Is this one da'if? No. Here we go. It's the same. So how that one is da'if, this one is not da'if? This is Sahih Bukhari, hadith number 3272, 3273. They are merging two hadith together. All right, okay. And you should not seek to pray at the sunrise or sunset, for the sunrise from between the two horns of the devil. You see it? That is Islam, my friend. For those who are watching us for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you like what we do. I do almost every day live broadcast after 4:30 p.m. here, and be sure that's your YouTube notification is on, so you can be informed when we are on. And if you are already subscribed, don't forget to unsubscribe, so Allah can bless you twice and then subscribe again. This is the logic of Islam. The logic of Islam is the bad deed can be deleted by the good deeds. So what do? It is bad deed to subscribe to Christian Prince. It is good deed to unsubscribe. So let me give you an advice, Muslims. Subscribe and subscribe, subscribe and subscribe, subscribe and subscribe. What a stupid religion. What you can do when the monkey became a prophet and the chimpanzee is God. You feel you are in the zoo. At least the zoo have a green trees and something. Here we don't even have the trees. You have nothing but the garbage, shouting people saying we want to kill you. No, I'm not going to be later. Actually, today I'm really tired because I was speaking for many hours. You can tell from my voice. Tomorrow I have a proofreading too. Tomorrow I will try to do live broadcast. But if I could not make it because I'm losing my voice, because I have tomorrow from the morning until we finish, because I have to finish the book tomorrow. The person who is helping me with the proofreading is going on vacation. All right, so we need to finish tomorrow, and so we can publish the book, because everything is ready except I don't want to publish one book alone. I want to publish the 2 volumes together, and we have about 38 pages or 40 pages left to do proofreading. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you, and I wish you the best time for the weekend. Today is Saturday, and Saturday is a good day, and every day is a good day for God, but Saturday is a special. So I advise you, if you don't mind, to read something will make your heart fresh, and something will make your heart not hard like a rock. And that is always the word of the Messiah, our Lord, our Savior. Nothing is better to soften your heart. You will see that you are acting differently with your family. Take my advice. Try it. You will see that you speak to your children differently, to your husband, to your wife. You speak to your parents differently. The word of the Lord is the best medicine for a good family, for a healthy person. Read it. You don't need to read 10 hours, You can read as much as you wish. But every day is a good medicine for your life. If you cannot every day, at least once a week. So I advise everybody to get softener. We put softener for the water, we put softener for the skin, we put softener, but there's a real softening will soften our heart, will make us a loving people, will make us a kind people, will make us different kind of a quality which everybody around you will like it and will love it. Because the second you are close to the Messiah, you will find that everybody around you like you, and everybody around you see you as a different person, because you speak differently, you act differently, you will become loving, giving, and you will become a new person. This is why me as a Christian, I believe that the Messiah, he made me as a newborn again, because I am born with him. This is why my name is a Christian Prince. I'm not using my Arabian name, for I have no name except his name, and no name is better than his name. By his name we are victorious, by his name we are different, and by his name we are born again. That is my Lord. So who's yours? Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And until we see you tomorrow, I wish you a blessed weekend and a blessed night. Thank you very much.